Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. I hope you are there and I hope the voice is working. Here we are, starting 2 days long, non-stop, well, just stop for sleeping, non-stop 10 hours every day, or 2 days, uh, building N8N and vibe coding stuff with 11 Labs and N8N and Next.js and Supabase and Cursor and Cloud Code and a lot more to come. And to be honest, I'm not alone in the room. Like I have 4 people that we can see in just a minute. Let me switch the camera. There we go. Say hi. Can you? So we have. Oh, the camera moved. Oh, the camera has like this face detection. So, anyways, we are going to do a lot of talking in just a minute. But before we start, I would like to do one thing to make sure that this extremely detailed content does not stay with us. It goes out to the world, and my motto goes like this: that literally, in a remote village of India, a high school kid can learn AI automation and can go in and build a system for the doctor of the village and save 10 hours time in paperwork of that doctor of the village. And if the doctor saves 10 hours per week, then he can go and save more lives. And we indirectly contributed to that. So therefore, please do not contain this cool information within your reach. Share it with the world. That's my motto. Let's democratize our education, our AI education. There is a personal story behind that, which I will tell in a minute. But let's start from there, okay? So I'm going to do a LinkedIn post, and I'm going to put that LinkedIn post on a QR code, and then you can go and repost that. So we are live. So it's this link, emilsire.com/live. Anyone going there, they can join. All I'm asking is to please repost this LinkedIn post so that reach to more people. Let's democratize AI education. This is my only request from you. This is the only thing that you can do in order to help me. This is your only entry ticket if you want to do. Otherwise, enjoy the content. It's okay if you don't do it as well. All right, so I am in this post here and copy this LinkedIn post, QR code generator, and you guys should have it now. Please do a repost, and then we will continue officially here. All right, so that logistics is done, that is done. My water is to my reach. It's okay. Anyone else needs anything before we start officially? All right, then let's go. So can someone please look at the YouTube comments? If there is anything coming in, they can tell me. Or everyone from YouTube, please go to this link. To this link. And if you go to this link, you will be able to. Wonderful. So the voice is good, the text is good. How many people are live? There should be a number saying how many people are watching. Here, 41 people. So, okay. That's good. 41 is a lot of people. Thank you so much for watching online. If you go to this link, you can scan this QR code and you can send questions through this platform. It's called VibeStage. Let me load this for you. And there we go. Some people are sending already some vibes. And I have a question section here. If people go and ask questions, they can also do that. It's just a web application that you can load it either on your phone or there. If you ask a question, then I get this hand gesture, and then I can go and then I can tackle the questions from there. And please do send me these emojis so that I can get some vibes, and then we can make sure that we are producing this content as it should be. All right. And you can connect with me on LinkedIn and on my YouTube channel. Please do subscribe, because this is one thing that I want to do. Like, look at this, guys. Like, I have produced 143. Oh, actually 143 is short for I love you. So I love you. This is a simple, just a small, simple coincidence happened that I have uploaded 143 videos in only 3-4 months. It was not planned. I promise it was not planned. And I have only 1,700 subscribers. Let's actually make that 2,000 today. So I just need 300 subscribers. Share it, subscribe. We will get there. With that, I think we're good to go. I will personally also keep an eye on the live stream. So we got 48 people. That's nice. Let's make that 48 to 50 people at least. Put 2 more people there. So I know quite a few people. Emery, I know you. Hassan. Jasper. Why are you not in person here, Jasper? Wonderful. People might be joining a little bit later. Oh, 2 people left. Never mind. Even if this is my motto, guys. I'm doing this for the content. I'm doing this for that 16-year-old village kid in India. I'm doing it for the democratizing AI education. I don't care even if there is 1 person or 1,000 people online. I care about this, that there will be some recording left. And that recording will help someone else later on, 2-3 months later, learning this content. So it's okay. Don't get demotivated because we had 780 people registered and only 40 showed up. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go and start officially our presentation, and you know the rest of all the work from there. So we are getting to the slides first, and then from there you will know a lot about everything. It's going to be, which one? This one. Okie dokie. So it's a monthly series workshop. Thank you so much for joining. We are building a voice AI agent on a regular basis. We call it Samantha. This is 4th edition, therefore it's a kind of a little bit special edition, and we're doing it online first. So we're only like literally 5 people in the room. Although I opened this for 10 people, I'm a little bit hurt emotionally that why people didn't take the rest of the seats. But I'm really thankful for you guys in person being here, not letting me be alone in this room. Otherwise, it would be so much hard for me to kind of like not see any human faces around. This is so nice that at least we see you guys here. We're going to do a demo of what we are going to see in just a minute. And then we go on to the rest, okay? So we're going to build an 11 Labs AI agent that is context aware of a few things. So, and then we build this on Supabase and Next.js and N8N. We're going to see everything in great detail. So I'm going to give an example of Christina. Christina is sitting here. We met just last night, but let's pretend we met 6 months ago. And it was a nice event. And I saved some information about Christina in this database, which is very rough, what do you call it? Just voice notes. Christina and I met at AI Builders Meetup today, and we played the pad and ball game that we vibe coded that could be played in a way that we move our body to move the pad and ball. It's just a funny game that we built yesterday in AI Builders Meetup. And imagine if I have ingested that through the voice call to Samantha or a voice button on your web application that we'll build. Now, imagine 6 months later, I go in a meetup and I see Christina's face, but I don't remember her name. I can do the following thing. Right now, my phone is busy there projecting what I'm trying to show to the world. Therefore, I'm going to switch this beautiful thing to this less beautiful thing so that I can take my phone and I can demo it from like the actual demo that I could be doing. So this is how, I didn't test this. If it failed, then we go to the 11 labs. I didn't have time to test it. Moment of disclaimer. I'm extremely busy. I'm extremely sorry for everyone joining and not being satisfied because I was not prepared, because I didn't have time to prepare. I am to the most raw version of myself today and tomorrow. So if this demo I'm doing now fails, or if any of the live coding sessions fail, please accept my apologies. This would be hopefully the last time that I'm not prepared well for the next month and the next month and the next month. I promise to myself that at least I'll do this every month until the end of the year. Next year, I'll think about what to do. But the next one is coming on 30th of August in about 34 days. I promise I will be prepared for that. For this one, I'm not prepared. A lot of balls to juggle at the same time. But nevertheless, I almost started crying. Okay, so let's do the demo. I need to just know the phone number of the AI agent. You guys will know every single bit of this, like literally every single bit of this will be explained to you, and you will build this together with me. So it's behind a phone number, and why is it behind a phone number is the main question, so that it can be called seamlessly, like it can be called without lifting a finger. So I'm going to call, wait a minute, I think the phone number seems to be...
How can I help you today?
I met this girl in a meetup. I think it was AI Builders Meetup where we vibe coded this this pad and ball game. I don't remember when was it. Can you remind me what was her name?
Okay, I can help with that. Let me check my notes. Yes. You met Christina Cerezo at the AI Builders Meetup, where you both played the pad and ball game that you vibe coded. Does that sound right?
Yes, that's right. Thank you. That worked. Basically, that worked. My demo worked. It didn't fail. Oh my God! Thank you. The demo worked, and I have one more profile to demo just to say, like, show it that it doesn't break. Oh my God, it was so emotional. Like I went up and down the hill. So there is one more example that I want to show is Nihil Dev. As he goes with short name Dev. We met, actually this is true. Both of these examples are true. Christina sitting here, Dev got sick, he was supposed to come, he can't come. But this is the note I took as my voice, what do you call it, as the small voice note. It goes like this, that Where was it? From where the notes start. So yeah, Neville Dev, he goes with the nickname Dev. And I met in a 5 hours nonstop masterclass about vibe coding, where we put Claude Code in Cursor on a coding battle. I got to know Dev was one of my first subscribers in YouTube. So that's what happened. Dev and I met, and we were like really intensely connected, and we stayed there for a long time. The live session is there live on YouTube. You can see it. And let's call this phone number. Let's imagine that next time I'm in a meetup somewhere. Well, I won't forget Dev, but it's just an example. You can imagine I'm in a meetup. I see this person. My brain cells goes like, yeah, I remember we spoke about this and that, and it was a 5 hour long masterclass, but I don't remember his name. And then you just do a phone call to Samantha, and that's how it goes, hopefully.
Hey, Mal, how can I help you today?
I met this guy in a meetup, in a masterclass. We did a 5 hour long kind of vibe coding battle between Cursor and what was it? Cursor and Claude Code, I believe. And I met this guy. I don't remember his name, but he was one of my earliest YouTube subscribers. Can you remind me his name?
Yes, I can help with that. The person you are referring to is Nihildev Nandakumar, but he goes by the nickname Dev. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding Dev?
Thank
or
you.
any?
Thank you. So you got the idea. Like literally the whole concept here is just to kind of like give you guys a nice little voice AI course. In the process of that, we learn the following things. We learn how to do N8N automation. We learn how to do voice AI agents, and we learn how to build a front-end application using Next.js and Supabase. And also we learn how to do RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. So with that being said, with the demo being done, let's go to our presentation. And I hope you will not get bored from what we're going to do in just a minute. Yes, sir. So this part we already did, but if you are joining just now, please scan this QR code. You will be taken to this web application where you can ask me questions and where you can also send me these little emojis. And I really, really highly appreciate if you can do that, because then I feel the vibe of the room or this world, wherever you're online from. And you guys in the room also, please do send me some emojis, because if the online folks can't, you can. But there is a latency between like maybe 10 seconds between you guys and the folks online. So therefore, like your emojis will show to them a little bit later. And with this, we can stay a lot in touch. And also, there's a question box. You can actually ask questions there. So anyone would like to send me a question just to make a demo? You can just write ABC. I did a mistake, actually. Now I believe it's going to go insane, because we have 67 people online. Look, the numbers are growing, guys. Look, this is so cool. By the way, look how many people actually registered. That is insane. Like 784 people. That's a lot of people, man. That's cool. But from this, at least even I said 10% of people join, it's going to be 70, 80 people. Now the challenge is, let's see how many of them will stick to the end, because I don't run out of batteries. You guys will run out of batteries. Therefore, stay hydrated, stay safe, don't get sick, because we're embarking into a journey of 20 hours of building. in one weekend. And that's extremely powerful. 20 hours of building in one weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I don't know what you're doing. I devoted a lot of time for this, but if you don't do it today, you will never be able to watch it again. This is recorded. You can get really high quality content very soon. But you'll never find time to watch it again. If you're already watching it live, continue doing it. Otherwise, when you click that video, this video, you watched it until now. If you stop it and you put it for the next week, that next week will never come again. I believe in that, and I have seen this happening multiple times. So with that being said, let me start the high definition screen recording so that I can put this on the internet for you guys. Let me see if I have enough storage. Yeah, some people are bored, sorry, but I forgot to put this. There we go. So that bored person is replaced with a lot of other emojis. Thank you. I can start in just about 3 seconds. If you are bored, ask yourself one question, like, we have 20 hours. If I take 20 seconds to do some side things, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. We have 20 hours in front of us. It's not a 30-minute meeting that I need to get to the end of the world. And I just demoed this. You have an emoji of bored emoji. Please use that when you get bored, but just don't use that because you want to tease me. Because I'm an emotional person, I get emotionally touched very, very quickly. I'm just joking. In an emotional way. All right, so I have something new for you guys this time. It is this QR code. If you scan this QR code, what you will find is an amazing love board, a dashboard, or whatever you call it. It's just like, let me check if I can show you what it is. I'm gonna put it back to see if you guys can get it. Well, the recordings are there. You can get it from the, let me pull it back. So it's just like a shared board. Try to use it responsibly. It's just something that you guys can write something about, whatever you like, a feedback, a something. I went first and I wrote, I love you all, Amal. Write something, put your name, don't put your name, but just something that we can share with each other, okay? One more thing that, well, I will come to that at the end of the presentation in just a minute. So this is the QR code for those who didn't scan for the Google Docs shared board. You can share stuff. You can share it one more time, last time, and then we go on. Okay, then let's talk a little bit about myself. I'm not narcissistic, although it sounds in all the pictures and everything, it seems to be like that. I try to be as humble, as lowball as possible, but you're going to listen to me for the next 20 hours or maybe 19 and a half hours now. If you don't know my name, if you just know my name, you don't know my story, it's going to be boring for you. You need to first personally connect with me. If you can't connect with me, then you can't go very long. I believe in this proverb, African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go together, if you want to go far, go together. And I want to go far, and I want to share my personal stories with you. And therefore, you need to know me, and you need to know who am I. Therefore, I'm talking about myself, but I'm not selfish. I'm no one near selfish. So let's go. My name is Emil Sayar. I'm originally from Afghanistan. I grew up in Pakistan. I speak 5 languages, human languages, and I speak at least 20 programming languages. And I also speak the management language. And I'm on a mission to democratize AI education for one reason, because I was too young, like literally 12, 11 years old or something. And I was working in the shop of my father. And my brother, Mahmoud, this is a picture that speaks 1,000 words. This is Mahmoud, my older brother. This is me as a Persian, Afghan Persian. Yes, we drink green tea and we love it and it's nice. Try it. It's better than coffee. But I love coffee as well. So, and that's Walid, now an IT administrator living somewhere near to Silicon Valley, working in a farm, in a server farm, building, taking care of servers. And Mahmoud and I are based in Berlin. What you see in this picture, which resonates so much with me, and I think it resonates with that 16-year-old kid somewhere in a village of Afghanistan, India, Pakistan, or wherever this content can reach, is that me in 2001. So I was born, maybe it was 2002, let's give it some discount, in 1986. That was exactly 16-year-old. But what am I surrounded with? I'm surrounded with a wall that's not painted because we didn't have that much money. We were living as a refugee in Afghanistan. I am surrounded with a chair that has a welding on it. We didn't have money to buy another chair, and we welded that chair. But what you see is I'm surrounded with a Visual Basic 6 book. This is a technology that is like a long time ago. It used to be the React of the world and the AI agent of the world and so on. And the computers, like literally, I remember. So it's very, very hard to let this kind of content go away and keep it with yourself because we're so selfish and we want to pay 200 euros for a course, a month-long course, and I want it not to be recorded. I'm sorry, we will record the hell out of this thing because I come from there and I nonstop work since then. And I heard everyone and I did everything during that time, and it is so emotional to me and I cannot contain this information. I lost a great opportunity recently as a work or as a job because they didn't want me to record things. I said no. And there are a lot of emotional things in the background going on, and this face of me that you see here, it's very hard to be here. So please listen to me for the next 20 hours. Your life will change. You'll be able to build products. Because I built companies before. I migrated to Germany through a scholarship called DAAD for doing a master's in AI in 2015. And when I was doing my master's, I was challenged with this question whether I'm going to drop out of the university and pursue this startup in 2016, or I'll continue and change my visa and so on with my startup or with my education. And I chose the startup route. For the past 9 years, I've worked as an agency owner, as a freelancer. I made a few million euros. I'm super proud of that. But what really resonated with me is the amount of knowledge I gained from all these companies with whom I worked. For example, this one. It's a $300 million company, $300 million funded company. And I was hired as one of the very early stage, very early tech hires, maybe third or fourth person in the tech team. And I was the director of engineering and I was managing 2 teams. And I made some profits for my agency from that. And I brought forward all those profits to my company called VoiceKit, which I founded in 2023 and 2024 with my co-founder. If you know this picture, David Hasselhoff, the talking car, I was building literally the talking car. Therefore, the name of the company was called KIT, like the Knight Riders the Night Industry 2000 or something like that. It was a voice app that kind of later on got out of the car, went into this Her 2013 movie thing. You can check a lot of information about that company, a lot of demo videos here. You can watch me giving the talk there, the demo there, the talk in London, Chatbot Summit, and so on and so forth. Basically, this was the hype of our startup time. But through all of that hype, we found something amazing. We needed something like this. Like literally everything you see inside this orange box is a technology that either I had to build or I had to buy. And I went to Bits and Pretzels, this this conference in Munich. And I got to know that I will have to pay 50,000 euros as an annual fee to our Make.com friends. And I just Googled what's the alternative to that, and I found N8N, and I have been using N8N since 2023. And I love this platform. My content is exclusively for this platform, and I believe it's going to change the way software is built. Anyways, startups comes and go, but the mission is still the same. I'm becoming from this founder to educator, and I'm bringing this AI education to the world from all my learnings through VoiceKit times and through the other companies that I've built with an entrepreneurial touch to this. All right, it's a series of workshops. It's happening every month. The first one happened on 15th of March. We built a voice AI agent using N8N and VAPI. We give it the talking personality and Google Docs as a tool, as a first tool. You could talk, and then save it in Google Docs. It happened. And then on 17th of May, we went all, and 120 people showed up there. You'll see some pictures in a minute. And then a Gmail inbox was born with some vibe coding touch. This was the time when I announced my vibe coding crash course. You can find it on my YouTube. Then on 21st of June, we added Perplexity search so that you could search things like what's happening in Berlin today. And it could tell you today in Berlin there is a cool 100% or maybe 99% live session going on about AI agents. And then it's happening again today. This time, since it's a special edition, it's the fourth one. So every quarter of the year, we will do something special. This time is that special one. We're doing it 2 days instead of one. And we're building a full-fledged app, not just one skill set to Samantha. And Samantha is this voice AI agent that I couldn't build from my AI agent startup, VoiceKit. Now I'm trying to build it with the whole community around it. And the next one is going to happen on 30th of August. And we're going to build something amazing this time. We're going to build another problem that I personally want to solve for myself, which is knowing people. I really love people. I really want to connect with people. And on 30th of August, what we are going to do is we're going to build a little web application that sits on your phone as a PWA, Progressive Web App. You store it as an app, basically. We're not touching React Native yet. We're still staying in React.js. Today, you'll see a lot of React.js. And since I love people and I want to connect with people, when I want to talk to them, I want to talk to their face and look at their eyes and have that human connection. But I don't want to get distracted at the same time to know where they come from, which languages they speak, which company they work for, how much is the company worth or did a fundraising, or how old is that company, from how many years is he or she that I'm right now talking to has been working in that company. And I'm going to equip you guys and myself with that piece of software. So on 30th of August, we're going to build a tiny little dashboard, intelligent dashboard, connected to your LinkedIn. So you go to your, I don't have it right now, but it's in the back of my phone. I usually have this somehow done in a manner that you can't see it. Never mind. You can't see it, but it's a small QR code. I stick it on the back of my phone. So what I want to do is, and you guys can also follow that, is connect with your friends or with your people that you see in a meetup through LinkedIn. This AI automation that we will do on 30th of August, we'll go and connect with the person. We'll go and scrape all the information from LinkedIn about them. And then we'll create a very tiny little dashboard, very big fonts, very big information that you know, and that dashboard is all you know. Like how many years is that person working in that company? Where is he from? Which language does he speak? And so on. Like all the tiny little details that you can configure by yourself. So that when you connect with someone next time in a meetup, you quickly have a sneak peek to that dashboard that was generated by this AI agent that we'll build on 30th of August. That will provide you all of that cool like insights about a person, all based on their LinkedIn profile. So with that, this is a few more pictures, and you can scan this QR code where you can find all the recordings, all the content that you need. It's just a Google Docs until now, because I'm really super busy to do a web page for this. Right now you can get the Google Docs. We'll get more later. And I go the extra mile. I really go the extra mile. I go and build a full-fledged tutorial series for every single month of my workshops. And these are bite-sized series, like 5 minutes to 10 minutes long. And I record my sessions. Today, I'm not recording the room too much because we have only 5 people. But when we have like those 70, 100 people in the room, we record them. And usually we get a lot of registrations. Look at that, 470 people. Today we got 780 or something. And what we're trying to do is, during these workshop series, which now started as a kind of a movement, everybody wants to have their own Samantha, we want to also have a lot of fun in person. So if you're in Berlin, please connect with me and please talk about Samantha. Please, let's schedule the 30th of August in person, and let's make that the big one so that we have this in-person connection again. This was the last one that had 120 people, and we had a lot of fun. And Rakesh, my friend who is moderating it, really knows how to keep the momentum going on in the room. And we miss him today. And look who's there. Yeah. Alan, thank you so much for coming back. And I like your t-shirts. What does your t-shirt say there? Secret AI agent. So we have a lot of fun. We learn and we implement it in real world scenarios. This young lady, I really respect her grit. Being a beauty salon owner, built an AI agent integrated with Telegram that does her inventory. And the stories goes on and on and on, and I cannot keep up the names and I cannot keep up the applications, but it's really interesting what happens. Like literally Daniel yesterday was giving his vibe coded presentation in AI Builders. He built 2 tools, which is a tool for tracking the shadow of the sun, the shadow of the buildings that sun is generating in a given time and moment. Because he is a film director and he shoots videos, and he wants to know when that shadow is going to cross the street so that he can take that video properly. He showed it last night. You can find it on my YouTube channel. in 20 minutes long, he did a demo. You watch it. And he built another one, vibe coded, that gives you real-time data of the BVG, the BVG Open API data that shows you the real-time data movement of the trains. It's so powerful, two pieces of application that he built. And guess what? He doesn't have a computer science degree. He's a film director. He's a creative person. And yet he built those two applications. And yesterday in AI Builders, he demoed that. So this is so powerful. Like what I'm doing is, thank you. This is extremely powerful what I'm doing. Like I'm spreading AI education. This wouldn't be possible without Ethos's support. Ethos Station is a sub-community inside CIC Berlin. Wouldn't be possible without CIC Berlin support, with all these beautiful chairs, beautiful tables, beautiful everything. And most often they support with pizzas and drinks and everything. This drink, I just got it from the tap, so it's not from CIC. But I really love this vibe coming back to Berlin. And since my wife and I bought some property and we're building a house, and this is our new nest for our two little birds, I'm not going anywhere. This is my city, this is my country. I'm from Afghanistan and I'm from Germany, and I'm from Pakistan and I'm from India and I'm from everywhere in the world, and I'm going to make Berlin the new city that has a lot of stories to tell. And CIC is making it possible with their place. And obviously without N8N Love, this wouldn't be possible. This logo is so lovely. I met Jan Oberhausen in person a couple of times now, and he showed me this logo where he hired someone from Fiverr to build it maybe in $30 or something. And the logo didn't change. And I love producing content for N8N so much. And something big is happening right now. It's being baked in the baking, and something really big news is coming out very, very soon. Something to do with N8N, something to do with me. Stay tuned what's happening. In a couple of weeks, we'll do the launch, and you'll see. I have a humble request, guys. Let me see how many are you there. I know 5 of us are here, but you are 73 people right now. 73 people, man. That's a lot of people. If whatever I told you can resonate a little bit with that content, I have one request from you. Please take a picture of your laptop, a nice background. Please do some content marketing. That takes me a long way. Like, just take a picture, put it there on the world, subscribe to my YouTube channel, put a LinkedIn post with emilsire.com/live, something like this, wait, let me use VibeStage. This is also a VibeStage thing. So share this link. Share this link and let people join this live session. Not now, later on, but if they are subscribed, they will. But at least give me some love on LinkedIn. If you don't tag me on LinkedIn, LinkedIn will not know that I'm producing this much content. Despite being so busy with multiple businesses in Germany, that means a lot of paperwork, 2 kids, small kids, and a lot of headaches, and I'm still producing this much content. It would be a shame if it is contained with me. Please do a LinkedIn post and share it to the world so that they can know that I am a Mr. Nobody from Afghanistan, living and growing my kids in Germany for the past 10 years now. Now Germany is my new home, and I want to build the city much, much better than it was before 2021 when it started declining. And we need to regain that momentum that we had at some point in time in Berlin. And I want to be a small contributor of this thing. Alrighty, with that being said, we're done. Let's go. Okay, so this is the QR code for joining the 30th of August session. So if you want to join the next the next workshop, a day-long workshop where we build this tiny little dashboard, this is the QR code. You can scan that. And there is one more thing coming, which I will talk about later. Once it's about this paid package that I have. Remind me, guys, to talk about that. I have a paid package. I feel so bad about sharing it right now. It's a little bit marketing, sales. I don't want to do sales now. Alrighty, let's go. Pardon? School? Oh, yeah, school. Oh, I almost forgot. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning. So, guys, I was told that I should create a school community. And I always postponed it. I couldn't. Therefore, I'm going to do this in front of you guys. So I have filled the form. If I didn't close it, yes, I did close it. Let's go and build a school community together. And I want you guys to come and join me. Because in there, it will be a free school community. It will have a paid tier, but I would like to see you guys coming there. And I just registered my school community. Okay, now I got myself into trouble. Where can I do the verification? You guys see some emails. That was a bad idea. Okay, I'll do the verification. I'm not going to open my mailbox because it will do this thing. But you will find me on the school very soon. And then please join my school community. I was procrastinating this, and I'm procrastinating Instagram and TikTok, but I'm very soon going there because I captured some shorts last night. And I'm going to capture some shorts during the break here. Speaking of the break, how do we do breaks? We don't do breaks. That's the thing. We only do 4-hour stops because in those 4-hour stops, the software that I'm using, one of the pieces of software that is like delivering this to you guys right now, it's called Riverside. It has a 4-hour limit. If it had a 10-hour limit, we would go 10 hours nonstop. But every 4 hours, we'll do a break. But between that time, if you want to do a break, please feel free to do the break. And between every single round of the implementation, we'll do these breaks. So I will put a timer on my screen. You will know that in the next 15 minutes, we'll see again. In the next 15 minutes, we'll see again. So during those times, you can do your bio breaks and so on. I'm also drinking water, so you can get your breaks, but we're not taking a break. It's nonstop 10 hours going in one go, but there's like one glitch every 4 hours, or at least one time in between 4 hours. So it started at 9 o'clock. We're running for 48 minutes. Can someone please put a timer for 3 hours? Just a timer for 3 hours so that we know when it hits, so that I can restart the. I think Google also does that. Yeah, there's a tab running in the background. We'll do that. All right. So let's start. We set the stage. Now, let's start the whole process. How will we be able to communicate if we do not organize it properly? This is the organization piece of thing. So I'm going to share. This is an extremely important QR code. I showed you guys a lot of QR codes. But if you miss this QR code, you miss the whole show. Because this QR code takes you to a Notion page. Let me see if that is the right QR code. Just a second. It is the right. Could you open it without any incognito? Can open it? Yes, this is the right QR code. So this QR code has our whole plan for the next 19 hours. It's a Notion page. It has everything we need to go through. All right. So there are some useful links. A link to connect with me. A link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please do that. A link to my website. A link to the workshops Luma page, the current workshops Luma page. A link to the workshop series info page that we saw, this one. I'll come to the questions in just a minute. I see that there are some questions going on. And then a link to register for the next workshop, the 30th of August. I can see 10 people already registered. Wow, cool. This is happening. Hey, it's happening in person in Berlin. So if you are in Berlin, well, let me paraphrase. It's happening in person in Berlin and live stream. Live stream is first, and then in person is happening anyways. So join anyways if you can join in person in Berlin or online. And then you get this link of upcoming vibe coding hackathon that I didn't talk about yet. We're putting a hackathon together on 6th of September. This hackathon is big. So the hackathon is gonna, let me put back that QR code so that you guys can scan that QR code and I will talk about the hackathon. So the hackathon is going to be for 1 day, 12 hours nonstop, and we will build something for a real world scenario. It's a little bit advanced. If you want to apply, please make sure that you apply when you know that you're an expert in N8N, in full stack web development, and you know how to solve really complex challenges. Because we'll open 5 tracks. We will open 5 tracks of this hackathon. The first 2 tracks we already have. One is multi-tenant architecture for N8N. It's a very big challenge. Like when our big organizations, enterprises, they go and they build something on N8N, they want to have this multi-tenancy or multi-tenant architecture in place. We will do something with that. So you need to know Docker, you need to know Kubernetes, you need to know, you must have done some DevOps engineering and some, I don't know, multi-tenant architectures before, so that we can kind of like wire things around N8N and see how we can solve the multi-tenant architecture challenge. The second one is, well, one more thing about the first one, you need to be full stack engineer, knowing full stack web development. Then you will be a great participant in this hackathon. The second challenge that we will try to solve in this hackathon is text to prompt. We will try to find out which model works better, that I call Samantha, I talk to the microphone, or I type text, and that text is turned into N8N workflow. So that means you need to know a lot about N8N. You need to know a lot about web development. You need to know a lot about, I don't know, TypeScript, Python, Whisper, whatever comes in the tech stack, Supabase and everything. So you need to be an expert web developer / DevOps engineer / everything with tens of years of experience in order to join this hackathon. But that's contradictory to what I'm trying to do. I'm democratizing everything. I would let others not join this hackathon. No, open source do not work like that. 120,000 plus stars on N8N. GitHub could not work like that if GitHub would only allow people submitting pull requests that they have 23 years of experience under their belt. Anyone can join this hackathon, and anyone can join it from anywhere in the world. And I'm working on a prize on it, on a cash prize. And I wish that winner is somewhere out of Germany, somewhere in India, in Pakistan, so that I can wire in Western Union or bank transfer that money, and that money changes this. I don't know exactly how much is it. It's going to be at least 1,000 euros, but it can be probably more. I'm talking to sponsors to see how much can we park for this money. And imagine if I send $1,000 or euros to a 16-year-old kid in a remote village in India. That's my dream. And that 16-year-old needs to prove that he can earn it through that hackathon. So this hackathon is coming, and it's going to be an amazing hackathon. So don't forget to scan this QR code, because you're going to miss on a lot of cool content coming in the next 19 hours. Alrighty, so the hackathon is out, and then I do a cohort. Again, sales. Let's talk about this cohort, this paid 1 month long cohort or boot camp that I do later on. I don't want to sell it right now. I want to first deliver the value. If you stick together with me for at least a couple of more hours, then I'll talk about my paid hackathon. And I see still people are not dropping. That's okay. And let's go to the actual business. Okay, I will maintain this. So that's the Vibe stage, basically this remote controller that you can send me Vibe things and ask questions and so on. So I will explain this board and I'll come to the questions that are submitted so far, and then we'll start the actual show. So we will have like a Kanban moving things around. So we did the demo, wonderful. We did the introduction, wonderful. I have to do something, and I have to do this without her knowing. She doesn't know it. I owe an apology to my wife because she is really, she's an amazing woman. This gratitude goes to her because this workshop wouldn't have happened without my amazing wife, Surya. Thank you for always standing by me, believing in me, and giving me the space to build this whole thing and teach. And she is a strong. All right, so let's get to the business. Basics of 11 Labs. If I speak one more sentence, I'm going to burst. So you guys need me more. I was enough. She said it all in that 3 years old video that I could find on the internet about her career starting. And she works now at SAP as a very good software engineer for the past 5 years. And I'm super proud of her. She's an amazing, amazing, strong Afghan woman that I know. I'm so lucky. Okay, basics of 11 Labs. What we are going to do, you have this link with you. And whatever I do here on this board, you see it on your side. So how does it work? I open it, I put something here, you get it on your side. So let's quickly check that. I'm putting here ASDF, and I will go here into this link in incognito mode to see if you can actually see it. You open that, you see ASDF. Why? Because we will need to share code and so on. So when I get to, for example, RAG and gist, we will share these codes. And then you will go and click that little copy button and paste that code on your system. So one more time, guys, one more time. This QR code, this link, this Notion page is the core of everything. If you miss that, you can't follow the instructions. So please go ahead and make sure that you have scanned and you have access to this QR code, to this Notion page. Okay. So let's go to 11 Labs. What is 11 Labs? It's just a nice little European country, a company. It's based out of Prague, and they're building a platform where you can create voice AI platforms. Like, it's a suite of tools together that you can build voice AI applications. With this, you can build voice AI applications. And today we're going to build this. We're going to use this. I will be using Excalidraw for my drawing, and I will be doing a lot of these little quick Excalidraw things. And what this brings is going to be in this diagram that I will explain right after the first round of our actual hands-on session. Sorry for the first hour of listening. Now it's the hour of hands-on. Right from the next steps that I'm going to do, you're going to do it. And before I set this together, I would like to explain how you can follow. So don't worry if you didn't sign up for 11 Labs. I didn't do any prerequisites for this because last time I did prerequisites, this is what happens. Like, I send a list of things that sign up here, download this, download that, download do this. from 100 people, 90 people do it, and 10 people don't. And that contradicts with my philosophy of do not leave anyone behind. And therefore, I said, no, I'm going to do the signups and everything together with the whole community so that everyone takes the baby steps with me together. So let's go to the 11 Labs website, and then let's go sign up. So I'll give you guys 5 minutes to sign up. This is very important, guys, that you should have a credit card with you. I see 77 people online. I don't know if you don't have a credit card. If you don't, then you will face a lot of blockers because we will need these API keys. And I really wanted to share the API keys, but since it's out open to the internet for the next 48 hours, it might be used unethically. But still, if you don't have a credit card and still you need, please reach out to me on LinkedIn. I will send you an API key there. And you need to explain why. I don't want to see like you're the CEO and co-founder of a big company and you're reaching out to me asking for an API key. I will not send you. If you're a 16-year-old kid in a remote village of India, yes, I will send you an API key. Okay, so let me quickly see. Meanwhile, Alan, can you please skim through the list on that side, and I will see the questions here and try to tidy it up. Meanwhile, people are signing up for. So we have 3 minutes left to the thing, but I will try to resume early, and I will try to answer these questions in the meantime. So would there be an SMS as well? Yes, SMS works, but in this demo, no. What kind of problem are we solving? This was explained in the start. We're trying to solve the memory extension of names. I love meeting people in person and talk to them and use their first names. And I want to put that into a RAG system and then pull it back when I meet the person 6 months later and I don't remember their name, but I remember a common thing that we did together. And I want to ask my AI agent that, do you remember that thing that I did with that in that place? What was the person that I met? And then it can show you. Yes, it can support any language. You can change it to Spanish, you can change it to German, Urdu, Hindi, Persian, anything. If this person who said, can I join you live tomorrow, if you mean in person here in this room, yes, you are welcome to join. Reach out to me on LinkedIn or on WhatsApp. You'll know the next steps. Somebody is from New York City. Thank you so much. I'd love to see more people. No, this is not a local setup. Somebody is asking if we're going to use N8N local setup. No, it's not. We will try to do that. I'll see if during the breaks, if I can. My content right now do not have like a self-hosted N8N setup, but I'll see if I can fetch that in during my lunch break. There's a question for Alan. Where can I get the secret AI agent t-shirt from? It was a self-printed, self-designed. Yeah, self-designed. And can you share the link to the docs in the chat? That was a very good point. I don't know why I forgot about that. I already did share the links on the YouTube chat, so you can find it from there. Good. Well, I could share this as this link on the Google Docs as well, but I want to keep the Google Docs as a little bit tidier so that it's general purpose and it can be used for other purposes. Oh, the other camera is cut from the left, I think. Some camera is cut from the left. So perhaps this camera it is. Oh yeah, this camera is cut from the left. Can somebody please fix that? Oh, Vibe Stage is working very well. It's solving actual real problems. It keeps turning. Yeah, do we not have tape here somewhere? Turn it more, like literally the whole, yeah, like that, a lot more. No, turn the whole, yeah. No, turn the whole stand. Yeah. Keep turning it until its neck is broken. It's an automatic thing that it follows one face. I think it is stuck to Christina's face because she's sitting in the middle. Yeah, now Ellen is gone. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. Thank you. Do we capture you? Your face is not captured. It's okay. Yeah, we will. Thank you. That's good. All right, then. This timer has a problem. I need to vibe code a timer for us. All right, there was a few more questions before we go on. Can we use timer? You vibe coded. Somebody actually remembers I vibe coded a timer That's so motivating. Yes, we can use my timer. That's a good point. For the next round, I will use my timer. We are almost done. Please share the link here. I will add a link feature in Vibe Stage. This is not yet there, but I will. Please post the link to the chat. Did that? Can you? Okay, I will use both QR code and link. I will do the self-hosted then. More people are asking. Somebody was asking which plan of ElevenLabs I recommend. I don't know. I went with whatever it was. I don't remember which one was it. I think that the normal ones. Yeah, get whatever you like. I think I'm on this one. I don't remember. Okay, so I believe everyone did actually register for their N8, sorry, ElevenLabs. Okay, that's working fine. 75 people. That's nice. So now, no, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, you mean this view? Yeah, makes sense. That's fine. This is okay. Because it cannot, it's only like a vertical view. Sometimes when I want to put this big screen, that's important that it should work in this screen. And I think in this one, it works or it moved again. No, it works. It works. That's fine. Okay, so since we all have this one, and we want to go through the basics, super basics of ElevenLabs, I'm going to leave code, leave notes, leave whatever here. You'll get it, so you don't need to worry about note taking. You're getting the video recording, you're getting this note taking, you'll get a lot of vibe and fun very soon. Okay, so as a whole, this is an amazing platform. I have been running my, don't need to write Persian now. Here, I have been running this button for 6-7 months now. It's a button that is literally talking to you, and it sounds like me, my voice clone. Okay, it might be mute. It's not. Something wrong with the internet. For whatever reason, it's not working right now. But, or maybe I ran out of credit. Everyone talked to it, whatever. So I have been using ElevenLabs for quite a bit now, not only during the past 6-7 months for my workshops, but also during the time when I was doing VoiceKit. It's an amazing platform. It has a lot of features. And recently they added this thing called Tools, and that brought me from Vappy to ElevenLabs. I was on Vappy. All my other workshops were on Vappy. Vappy is another company similar to ElevenLabs, and I started using ElevenLabs for my tutorial series, about which I did not talk a single minute. I should have talked about that. You guys are going to get an amazing tutorial series very, very soon because it's being uploaded right now. Like the upload happened, finished literally this morning. So one of good reasons to subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you so much. We got like 40 subscriptions in one go. So here you can see the lecture number 57 was uploaded this morning, and every single one of them, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 11 minutes, 22 minutes, 3 minutes, 11 minutes, 7 minutes. And we are building an amazing piece of technology. Like, if I give you guys a quick sneak preview of what we're building, you will be stunned. So this is 100% live vibe coded. Why live? Because it's under the recording of the entire course, and you will get to know how to build this. What we're going to build today, this is the supporting material for that. And this has Supabase integration. This has everything that we need to do, like sign in, log in, and everything. It has a dashboard like this. It has a voice AI agent that calls your customers, do lead management. It has a lot of features, but look at that beautiful piece of technology. Like literally you can build a Kanban like that. And this is something that's coming. Like literally a part of this thing, as a part of this entire journey, is to kind of educate and show people how to build cool things. And this is that one cool thing that you will learn how to build. And I believe without having this kind of high quality material on the internet, we cannot learn from those 10, 15 minute long, super highly curated and 10-minute tutorial. There's like 5 edits in between. You cannot learn from that. You can learn from this hardcore, really real world examples. And this course is going to be that one for you guys. And it's just not the first course. There are 3 more courses already available for free. All of my content until now is for free, until somebody told me there is a thing called Skool.com. So that is one course. That's another course. That's another course. And this is another course. So all of these courses are already there for free. You can learn everything from that. And this new course coming very soon in here. And then you can learn from that as well. Back to ElevenLabs. So ElevenLabs allows you to build AI agents. So let's start the 1, 2, 3 steps. So I will always do 1, 2, 3, 1 minute pause, 1, 2, 3, 1 minute pause, 1, 2, 3, 1 minute pause. If you are stuck, you go to Vibe stage, and then you put, let's choose an emoji to signal the thing about stuck, or just write stuck here. Just write stuck, submit, and then I will get this hand gesture, and then I'll go here, and I'll see a lot of stuck coming in here, and then I'll know that, okay, I need to do something about people doing this. cuckoo.team. Thank you. Cool. Okay. What? Bad UX or what? Oh, I see what it does. So I need a 5-minute long, then I put the 5-minute, or I just click on the 5. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm gonna use this then. Okay, so one more time, you need to type here stuck if you get stuck, because we are getting into the 1, 2, 3 step. And if you're stuck in anywhere, then you're going to miss the entire chain of next steps. Yes, I recommend ElevenLabs over Vappy for the following reasons. ElevenLabs has a nicer voice cloning technology. It's a bigger company. It's more mature. It has a lot of promises down the road. But at the same time, I'm also not denying Vappy, because Vappy is a Silicon Valley based company with that much capital, risk capital. They can change over the next 6 months. And ElevenLabs is based out of Poland. So therefore, keep an eye on both of them. They both are good in different areas, but they're like similar in 80% or so. Okay, step number 1 to 3 is starting right now. Step number 1, go and click on AI agents. Step number 2, click on new agents. Step number 3, click on agent, blank agent. And then give your agent a name and click on create. So I want everyone to be on this page. Let's see if everyone is on this page. I'm waiting for the Vibe stage stuck message, if anyone is stuck or everybody's on this page. Everybody's on this page. Let me see if is there anybody online. Nobody is online. Sorry, nobody is stuck. Okay, the voice is working. We have 71 people. We dropped 6 people. 6 people missed out to build nice products. Okay, GDPR. Somebody is typing GDPR there. I don't know. What GDPR? What about DSGVO? Okay. We can have a legal conversation later. I used to do EU AI Act a lot in my presentations, but I think a lot of people already know it, and ChatGPT knows it a lot, so I stopped doing that. Okay, dokie. So now let's go to the step 1, 2, 3. I'm in 11 Labs and I'm on this screen. What I would like to do is in the first message box, I'd like to write, hello, Amal. How can I help you today? And then in the next message, that's it, just that much, and then click on test AI agent. And then click on call. What can you do for me? Do you have access to the internet? So what I've done there, you can also try and go. Let's go for like a 2-minute long thing. Like try it out for 1 minute or 2 minutes, let's say. The reason I ask you to try it is because I want to explain something in that concept in the whiteboard. Try to talk to your AI agents and see how it works. And let me see if somebody got stuck. 1 or 2 done. Yeah. Click on test AI agent.
Test?
Yeah. And then click on call. And then give permission to the microphone.
Hey there. Thanks for taking this moment for yourself. Let's begin by
Cool.
introducing ourselves. I'm Joe. What's your name?
You can talk to her.
Hi, I'm Christina.
I'm here whenever you're ready. Would you like to tell me your name or would you like to
Yeah, we can do exercise.
It's not talking back. Can I see?
No, because I didn't
Okay.
pay.
Let's begin by introducing ourselves.
Hi, Alan.
Joe, what's your name?
I didn't need to
How's
pay.
your AI agent doing, Alan?
Mine is doing quite good, yeah.
Secret AI agent. Can I see your T-shirt again? This-
Hello, how can I help you today?
Look at that.
I'm here and ready when you are. Is there
Okay. So maybe we can resume now. Okay. So what you guys have just seen is something that at VoiceKit, when I was doing this company, took me 6 months to build, and it took you guys 3 seconds to build. Like literally click, 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 and then you got it out of the box. In VoiceKit, we spent like 6 months building something that you'll see in just a minute. These 4 little boxes. I will put some arrows in between and explain what do they mean. So an ASR, automatic speech recognition, sends something. What is that something? It's text. It's the transcript. And then an LLM, be it ChatGPT, Gemini, or whatever, will take that text, makes sense of that, and then takes that text and then sends it to this other engine that's called TTS, text to speech. So ASR is automatic speech recognition. LLM is large language model, and TTS is text to speech model. So these 3 little pieces of work, when they come together, and this is also text, like literally we send text there, and this is also text that comes here. It all comes when we talk to the microphone, and then let's say this is the microphone. The moment you talk to the microphone, that microphone information is sent to a model called ASR, and then you hear it back on a loudspeaker. Maybe I can just move this thing here. And then you hear it back on a loudspeaker from the TTS using the same technology called TTS, text to speech. So now this whole life cycle took, I don't know, like 500 milliseconds or something, and it took us forever, like to get there. Like 500 milliseconds was our dream come true latency in VoiceKit. But what you did right now is a piece of technology that's now available for everyone. We started at VoiceKit with 9 seconds, like literally 9 seconds. You would say, "Hi, how are you?" You would wait for 9 seconds for this entire route to finish, and then you hear it back. So this entire thing took 9 seconds. And look what we have today. We have literally 500 milliseconds, 700 milliseconds, 1 second, and therefore it feels so real. And I think you need to use this technology. Although we did in VoiceKit start with 9 seconds, we took it to 500 milliseconds, but we ran out of money and we had to shut down the company and liquidate the company. But you guys now have this technology off the shelf. You need to make a good use of it. And that good use of it is happening today, and it has happened 3 times in the past 3 months or 4 months. and it's going to happen for the rest of the year. If you cannot benefit from this, what can you benefit from? Come on, like Netflix movies. You watch that. I watch that as well. But let's get this thing to work, okay? Now, in order for this to work, it has to have certain things with it. Like it should have something to work with. It can't just work by itself, because this is what happens. If I talk to it, can you please remind me about this person I met who was my first subscriber? I don't remember his name. Can you please tell me what was his name? You see that it doesn't know it. The reason it doesn't know it is because it's just ChatGPT sitting behind, or in this case, I think it's Gemini or something. It's just that model. If I go back here, this one that I just showed, the LLM here is Gemini 2.0 Flash. So it doesn't know about the person that I met. It doesn't know about that context. And we are going to put that context to this. But if I go to the other AI agent that I demoed this morning, if I click on that and I talk, can you remind me about this girl I met in AI Builders meetup? I don't remember her name. We kind of like played with this pad and ball game that we vibe coded. Can you remind me what's her name? So the reason it knows that is that context that we build around it. And we're going to build that today and tomorrow in this workshop. So let's get to that. There is no sound. That is very good to know, because then I can. Okay, so this microphone should go in this. Okay, hold on. It's doing background noise cancellation. Can you tell me what's the date today? Okay, let's check this out now. Okay, that didn't work. I'm gonna go near to the microphone, to the loudspeaker then.
Hello, and how can I help you?
This was the same case with the video that I played for my wife. I have another idea. Okay, that worked, but I'll keep this one in background noise. This extra one. And this extra one is now near to the loudspeaker. I will click on the call.
Hello,
Okay, now let's go to check this one. So still background noise cancellation. Yeah, still not happening. Sometimes too good is not too good. I don't want you guys to hear my keyboard typing, otherwise it will be annoying. I turn off the background noise cancellation. Now let's see. what to do. It's a Riverside problem. Riverside has to pick this microphone, otherwise you guys can't hear this high quality microphone. Let me think. Tech issues always happens. Let me think. Okay, we don't need the voice of this in order to work, because we can go in the last conversation and see the transcript, and I will make my points when the bot speaks out something back. And we will need to just do small triggers. This is like literally the 5% of the entire content, or maybe 2% of the entire content. So it's not going to be a big deal if you don't hear the voice of the AI agent. And for the next ones, I will make sure that you guys hear that. Right now, the tech check. Also, in the lunch break, I will try to do something. Okay, so let me check the health of the current stream. 72 people. Okay. All good. Let's go back to our business. So if I explain a few more things here, very important things, is that when this 500 milliseconds happens, how do you know when to talk again? Like, how does the AI agent know when to talk again? That's a part of this. Like, this is literally the turn detection. Like, when the AI agent knows when it's my turn to talk, is by itself a big piece of technology. And this comes off the shelf. Like, literally, when the microphone is in the listening mode the whole time, and when it's called utterance turn detection, or it's something that listens to the microphone, not only to the microphone, but also to the context of what's being said on the microphone. And that's important. And that comes off, all of them comes, like literally this entire box comes to you in one package, and that's called ElevenLabs. Well, obviously with a lot of tooling around it, but this at least being the very, very basic part of it. Alrighty, so let's go to our plan. Let's see what is there. Everything I do, I take a screenshot like this. I go to this thing, I put it there, so that you guys get it later on, okay? And the basics of that and everything was covered. And since it's gonna be timestamp, I will put it, let's say 10:30-ish. So because it's a huge, long video, let's take a timestamp of that topic when we discussed it. So we are done with the basics of it. We're not finished with everything about ElevenLabs. Let's do a quick round of tour of everything in n8n. We'll come back to all of those menus in just a minute. In just a minute means like later on when we actually build the tool integrations and so on. So let me give a quick overview. And here you have like the two big products of ElevenLabs, the creative platform and the conversational AI. And here you see all the homepage information, like all the statistics of your current credits and so on. And in the agents, you see the list of all your AI agents. You can create a new AI agent. You can go to the playground. In knowledge base, you can upload documents, bigger documents. You can actually build your own little RAG, retrieval augmented generation. Inside here, you can add that. You can add a URL and it can fetch it for you. You can create text by putting there like that. So this will be used in the knowledge base of your agents that you'll see later on. This is a part where we will do more. It's called tool integration. We'll come in just a minute on explaining what is an AI agent and why a tool is an important piece of it. But this integration happens here, like the tool integration happens here. Voices, these are the list of all the voices that you can find. You can mouse over and then like for those of you who speaks Hindi, that's so cool. Like literally Hiram left the room. He's from India. He speaks Hindi language. Which native language do you speak?
Spanish.
Spanish. Let's find a Spanish. Do you see a Spanish? Here, Spanish. So was it good?
Yeah.
From 1 to 10, what does the score that you'll get?
The voice.
Yeah, the quality of the voice, the Spanish.
Nice. Cartoon, but sweet.
Yeah. How many square? Like from 1 to 10, like 7?
I say
8. Okay, nice. So it has a lot of languages and a lot of voice samples you can choose from, and then the evaluations of your calls. Once you do a call, and then you can go there and then open it, and then you can listen to it, and then you can see the transcript. You can see all the client data and so on happening there. So thank you. So it's just a platform where you get everything baked in one platform. And also there are a lot of integrations that you can pull in here. You can put them, and then you can do your MCP integrations. This is very important. Like this box can take you to the world. It's the MCP integration or the MCP server integrations of this. And then this is what we will be doing during this course, to put this voice AI agent behind a phone number. Why behind a phone number? Because it's more handy. I see Christina in the next meetup. I want to pull my phone, call Samantha, and say like, "Hey Samantha, I met this." Now maybe next time I will prompt it like, "I met this Spanish girl who lives in Berlin," something like that I can remember, you know. And then I met this Spanish girl in AI Builders, and we build this pattern ball, and then it will know more. Because its phone number is handy, and I can do a phone call, or I can even do a text chat. So that's coming. That's next. And then you can do outbound calls, which is one of the things that we did for the course, for the crash course that's soon to be announced, and the settings. So that's a quick overview of all the menus and everything that you have here. So let's go to the next step, which is actually going to build something with Samantha, this Samantha that we built. So we are going to do the following things. Let's go here and explain the plan that we have next for this. There's another plan. Before going here, I have another plan for you guys. Basics of AI agents. You need to know what is the basics of AI agents. Like, what do you exactly mean? What is an AI agent? Otherwise, you would be just talking like everyone else. I think the basics of 11 Labs is enough. We'll come back to 11 Labs a lot, back and forth. But what is the basics of AI agents? That's important. If you talk about the fact, like, what is an AI agent, you can talk about a lot of different scenarios, but what is very, very important is these three things: intelligence, or an LLM. It should have an LLM integration, so it has some intelligence. It should have tools, and it should have memory. These are the three basic parts of this. So why do we need this, and how is that going to go with that agency if you have these three parts? I can explain it on a quick NA10 diagram. So if you go to NA10, this is not yet the NA10 basics happening. Don't go to NA10 yet, but I'm just explaining, and then the 1, 2, 3 steps will start in just a minute. And you try to put like a diagram, and then you go to AI agents. You will see these three little dots as well in here, like these three little features that I just explained. Chat model, memory, and tool. So these are the three basic elements of any AI agent that you will be building. Chat model, because you need a sort of intelligence. You need to talk to it, chat to it. It needs to understand and pick the right context, understand, make sense of the environment around it. Memory, because you need to be sure that it remembers things, like it remembered Christina's name and the instances that like we met where, and then I can search it later. Tool, because it should be able to store things in somewhere. I should have a feature where I can call Samantha and I say that, hey, I met Christina, and then the blah 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 blah, and then this piece of blah 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 needs to be stored somewhere for that memory to store, and it needs to compose an email, and it needs to do certain activities. Therefore, tools integration is important. So basically, your Google, your calendar, your Gmail, and so on should be able to be connected to this AI agent. With that being said, I'd like to see what else can I add on this AI agent. Let me see if there are questions coming. So somebody was stuck. We'll go and do that one more time. Okay, this is from the before. I will do that. Okay, I'll repeat those steps in just a minute. That's a good idea. Somebody said like use the agent in another notebook. Alan, can you run your AI agent and let me bring that near to me? And then the voice canceling should not detect that. Give me that laptop. Make it louder. All right, so can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. What habit are you looking to improve today?
I would like to get ready for a marathon.
That's great. Training for a marathon is a fantastic goal. To help you get started, what's your current running experience
Okay,
like?
let's see.
Have you run a race before, and what's your typical weekly mileage right
Can you
now?
turn it off, please? So it's working. Wonderful. Whoever give that advise that was a good idea. Thank you so much. Well, there we go. So we solved the problem of sound now. Community is strong. If you distribute this, you come up with cool solutions like that. So what's that? How can I open Samantha page on 11 Labs IO, please? I'll explain that in just a minute. Best LLM for voice AI agent. I would go with whatever default it is. It depends on what your voice AI agent does. Then based on that use case of your AI agent, then models perform differently. Either pick the top one from Google or pick the top one from OpenAI, then that should be good. There is no break. We'll go nonstop for 4 hours. There will be only a lunch break, but the breaks in between steps which we're gonna intensify, we'll do these 10 minutes, 5 minute, 10-minute breaks to kind of like execute your stuff. The reason I do that is, let's say if you need 1 minute to do it, I'll give 5 minutes so that you can take your bio breaks in that break, and also to make sure that the laggers can follow. There might be someone not being able to do that, and during those next 5 minutes, I'll be repeating it again and again. So for the next 10 hours, I'm on this chair. I will have a bio break, but we won't have like a bio break for the whole session. And I think what my body is saying right now to me, I can go for another 2 hours. So there won't be any break for another 2 hours, I would say. And then we'll do directly the lunch break. During that lunch break, then I'll do everything else. So no breaks. Sorry about that. So where can you send your current credits left in 11 Labs? Where can you see your current credit? I think on the dashboard somewhere. Here on the dashboard or on settings and billing. Please ask ChatGPT about that question. Okay, then let's go to the rest of this. What do we have in front of me? We did the basics of AI agents, very shallow touch, but we'll do that in great details once we get here in n8n. So now we are getting into the deep waters a little bit. We're going to do n8n, and then we'll interface it with our 11 Labs, and then we'll keep going on with that. So the n8n basics. Oh, indeed, I forgot that I said I will do a repeat of the steps from the before steps. So the steps are like, go to AI agents, click on new agent, click on blank, give it a name, create an agent. You will see a page like this where you can type a first message here and then click on test AI agent. And then you should be able to talk to your AI agent. I'll give a minute for that, or maybe 2. So 2 hours gone. 2 hours, we need to put an alarm clock for 2 hours. Otherwise, the thing will go away. So we're going to stop it even a little bit earlier. So we have 1 hour and 49 minutes to go. One of the other reasons why I don't want to give breaks is this. It's live session. So we're not in person. You can pause it, you can go to the toilet, come back, play it, you continue. The only thing you'll miss is a trend of like being at the forefront of the live stream, being 10 seconds behind. So right now we're running on a timer of 1 hour 49 minutes. So in 1 hour 49 minutes we'll have a lunch break, which will take us to around 1 p.m. You guys are okay with 1 p.m. lunch break? Okay. So what I'm trying to say is like we will have these breaks, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes breaks in between to do the implementations. In that time, if you were fast, you'll catch up if you were lagging from the stream behind. So all you need to do is to look at what minute you were. When you pause it, go to the toilet, come back, play it again, you catch up. And then since we are going on and on and on, and there will be these longer breaks, you will be able to catch us up because there will be a lot of silence moments in this video, and then you can skip through it like that. Therefore, there is no break. We will come to the API keys of 11 Labs when the time comes. There's more to come. Okay, so let's go to the next step, basics of n8n. Let's talk a little bit about n8n. And let's see what is an n8n. n8n is a German-based company. It's a Berlin-based company. Almost $80 million funded company. It has 123,000 stars on GitHub, one of the very, very famous, I think it's on top 40 projects on number of stars on GitHub. I believe it's surplus TypeScript. So the TypeScript has 105,000 stars, and n8n has 123,000. And TypeScript is a huge, huge community. TypeScript has a big community, but n8n surplus that. It's a company that works on a new mode of open source, which is called Fair Code. Fair Code is a new way of building open source. It's not a software license. It describes a software model where software is generally free to use and can be distributed by anybody, has its source code openly available, can be extended by anybody in public and private communities, and is commercially restricted by its authors. That means you can't go fork it and start selling n8n software like this. If you do that, this is illegal because n8n is doing that. That's their main business model. And this concept was done by Jan Oberhauser, the brain behind n8n, a super humble guy. I met him a couple of times and I am following his story since almost the inception, because when this n8n happened in Germany, in Berlin, it's a small community of tech. I got to know, heard about it. That was the time when I was building another company called Zook. Zook is one of my startups that I did in the past. You can find it underneath my portfolio. Here on Zook, you can find a lot of videos to watch and so on. One demo video is like for 1 hour and 3 minutes. You can watch every single part of Zook, and it has like 1,000 different screens. It has 1,000 different features. So you can find out what is Zook from here. And what Jan brought forward to us in the world is n8n. He started doing it literally alone with one person. And now it's a company that's taking the world by storm in AI automation, basically. It can be used for different purposes. It can be used for IT ops. security ops, DevOps, sales, and whatever you can do. This is Max, a good friend. We are planning to do something together very soon. Sit in a park, build something. Hopefully that content game works. He's also based in Berlin. He's basically the face of N8N YouTube. He is a DevRel, dev advocate of N8N. So you can actually build anything with this. It's a new concept called flowgramming, or it's a new concept called low code, no code. You can build things with this approach. Let's start the 1, 2, 3 steps and build something. Actually build, and the next, let's say, 10 rounds of what we're going to build is going to blow your mind with N8N. What can be possible? We can actually build applications. So step number 1, I believe a lot of people will get stuck here, but I'm sorry if you can't buy the license, or you're stuck, you got a free trial, you can't upgrade, or you don't have a local host one, then you're going to get stuck. But I don't know what to do in that case. I need to find a way to do it. If you have a terminal, maybe I can quickly see if that is possible. I've never done this before, but it should do. And then we can also use this as a study material in front of us, and then you can be unstuck if you don't have a credit card. Well, if you don't have a credit card, you will be stuck in a lot of different corners, but at least if you don't have an N8N account. Not sure why this is not running. Okay, so, well, this is totally out of the context. Maybe I can, during the break, the lunch break, I'll see if I can work a little bit on the self-hosted N8N version, but other than that, I'll see if this approach will work. If this approach works, then you can get at least something up. I'll just keep this thing running in the background. Okay, so step number 1, get started. Click on get started. Step number 2, sign up. Step number 3, come to this dashboard. And for that, I'll give 2 minutes.
I'm self-hosting it on virtual private server for less than $3 per month.
Yeah,
But
it's possible. But I don't have the content planned for that. It will push the whole thing forward.
no,
Yeah.
I'm just saying this.
All of you guys have an N8N account?
I have local.
Okay. Oh, it worked.
You have 2 weeks free
there.
trial, if I remember.
Yeah, but some people already signed up before, and they may not have a chance to use it.
Just use different.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I have a way to run it locally. This is literally locally. I'll follow this approach then. It's very unsafe, very bad, but I don't know if it's going to work, but I'll see. Well, as I said, I think we're gonna do that because some people might be stuck in that sense. Okay. All right, so we're resuming back now. I believe you guys already have this much of access. If not, and if you have a terminal installed, then you just literally write this command on your terminal, npx n8n, and run it, and then it should give you a terminal like this, but like this. And then at the end of that terminal, there is an address like this. You copy that address in your browser, open that address in your browser, and then it should work. But it's a very unsafe and a very bad way of doing it. You will lose your work. You will face trouble. You will face issues with connecting things. I don't recommend this. I recommend buying n8n. We should support the company. I don't have any affiliations with them yet. Spoiler alert. But I would say you need to make sure that you at least have it somewhere hosted on a cloud, not on your local machine, 100%. Okay. So those 3 steps are done. Let's do another 3 steps. Step number 1, click on Open Instance. Step number 2, click on Create Workflow. And you have to be here, just those 2 steps. 1, 2. And I'll give you guys 1 minute for that. I will repeat the steps, what needs to be done. You need to go to your main dashboard after login, and then click on Create Workflow, and you need to be here. Get yourself there. Somebody says their n8n account ended. Can I use self-hosted one? Yes, you can use self-hosted one, or follow my instructions just a few minutes before in running it locally. Okay, now step number 2, 3, 4 goes as following. I will click on the first one, and I'll add a chat window, chat trigger, and I'll get out of there. Just put a chat trigger.
Chat data?
Chat trigger.
So you go, and the steps goes like this. Step number 1. When you click on chat, don't put chat data, put chat trigger, and look at that little trigger sign there. Because the sign indicates that this is a trigger, and we need to put a trigger right now. And then you see a window like this. Just click anywhere in these areas, like literally in this area. You should get out of that window. Or you can also press on escape button, you get out of there. Or you can also click on this little button.
But
You can
don't
get
need
out.
to configure nothing there.
Yeah.
This,
Not yet. So you don't need to do any configurations yet. So you just need to get out of there, leave it as it is right now. Okay, now let's do another 1 to 3 steps. Click on this plus button, and then type here AI agent. So click on that button, type AI agent, and then click on that AI agent node. Once you click that, you see a window like this. I'll give you guys another minute to get there, and I'll repeat those steps again. Click here, type AI agent, and then press on the escape button. You should get here. Okay, now once you have this, let me quickly check the health of the live stream. 68 people, more people dropped. That's fine. I want to see that number going to 1 so that I can see if I can still have the same level of energy and follow Les Brown's advice. Les Brown has this motivational story about he went somewhere and then there were not so many people and he didn't talk so nicely, so motivational. And then he went in another place where someone from those 2 people in that smaller group was. And then he felt the difference in energy, and then he challenged him about that on a question and answer. And then he said, from then onwards, I have never changed my energy level if it was like 2 people in the room or 20 people or 2,000 or 20,000. Like he gives these like stadium full of. Okay, so now you have this AI agent. We spoke about it earlier. An AI agent should have a chat model, a memory, a tool. Now, what can you do with this? You can add a chat model, click on chat model from here, and then from here, click on OpenAI, type OpenAI. Yeah, I know you're bored. Sorry. And then click on OpenAI chat model. Okay. Now, once you have that in place, you see a screen like this, where you need to do some settings in here. Click on this drop down, click on create new credential. So literally from here, this drop down has to open, create new credentials. And then you see this list. And here you need to put the API key. Where do you get the API key from? That comes from your OpenAI API key. How do you get the API key from OpenAI? You go to platform. What is it called? Platform API key, OpenAI API key, something like this. Wait. I will share this link in the group, in the WhatsApp chat. Not WhatsApp, the here, yeah. And also in the Notion, put it on the Notion. Good point. OpenAI API key URL. You have to go here. Click on that link. It takes you to this place. And then you click on create new secret key.
what is? Because
So the steps that you need to follow are already in the recording. I'll repeat it from the beginning to the end in just a minute. You click on this, put a name to it, select the project, click on secret key. It will give you a secret key, and then you can use that in your database. So I'm starting again from scratch. So I am clicking on the chat model. Then I'm putting OpenAI chat model. And then from the OpenAI chat model, I open this dropdown, and then I click on create new credential. And then in here, I need an API key. How do I get the API key? I go to the Notion page that I shared. I open that link. Or I go to the YouTube channel where I shared the link. I open that link. That link takes me to my OpenAI, and I have to make sure I have an OpenAI account, sign up if you don't have one, and then click on create new secret, put a name to it, click on create secret, and then copy that and then bring it back here on this box. And once you have it there, click on save button. You should see a green message, not a red message like this. If you see a red message, then something is wrong. Right now, I see a green message because I put something there. I'm going to create one now, copy it, come to my secret place, paste it, save it. This is what you should see, like a green message. And once that's in place, then you're done. So the video is recorded 2 times. I'm going to give for this step 5 minutes. And see you guys in 5 minutes. And in between, I will answer questions. If anyone has one, they can ask me. So there is a question if I can use Gemini chat model instead and still follow the tutorial. Absolutely, yes. You can do it. Alex Bernard in the comments said, get N8N for Claude Code to deploy N8N for you. I know how to deploy it, and that's a good point. I should use Claude Code to do that. We have a Claude Code session coming up. Perhaps we can do that, actually. Use an LLM to do that. But it's not a complex thing. It's very simple. Like, literally, you need to click a few buttons. But I just need to fish it somewhere in my system. Oh, Alex said he used it too. Okay, I thought he's saying like I should do it in the first message. Yeah, the link to VibeStage, Ahmad Moili, is vibestage.emilsire.com. I will send it to YouTube. Hi, Elf. I can see you left a comment. How are you? This hi is for Hel from Vienna. We met in person. Good to see your comment here, man. Thank you, Half, for the follow-up message. Okay, I think we're good to go. I believe everybody is done with their anything. We have tips about anything while we wait. Any notes, anything like that? I will take these totally ad hoc random questions like AMA questions. AMA is short for asking anything. During the breaks will keep getting bigger and bigger. So 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So then I will kind of like take the more questions there. I'll keep this question here. I will not delete it. And then we'll take it from there. Okay. And I will also explain the mechanics on how to still follow and not be disturbed from our conversation, because you might be talking to your AI agent. And if we also talk and I also explain somebody else's questions, and then it becomes a little bit annoying for you, I'll explain it, but you can always use this mute feature. You can mute a live stream, only one tap, or your entire computer, if you have another system. Okay. Now I have this. Okay, step number 1 to 3. Step number 1, click on open chat. Step number 2, type, hi, how are you doing? And have a little chat with that. I'll give you guys another minute for that.
Check this out. I did that already, but I built
Like open router. Yeah, cool.
If this is a problem, is not. No, I have vision.
Open that. No. Chat. Yeah.
It's a plus account, but I don't know why. Maybe mail ID could be a different.
I'll cover that in this. I'll explain this here. Okay, so let's get to the next step. So the ChatGPT has to have balance. So this is important. Right now, Christina had a blocker. Sorry, Christina. That's right, no? What's your
Yeah.
name? Christina.
Yeah, yeah.
Why my brain kind of like, maybe I'm relying too much on Samantha to remember names now. So Christina had a blocker with N8N code, sorry, with ChatGPT Cota, and this particular problem can happen to others. If you have had any blockers, you can tell me. You guys also had a very similar blocker. Same problem, quota problem, something with quota. And that is pure balance issue, pure money issue. You need to have quota on your platform. On your, let me then, since it is a problem that may have happened to other people, I will go and explain every single step on how to resolve it. And then you guys can follow, okay? Can we have any tips on N8N? Okay, that's the old one. Yes, you'll need to resubmit your question, sorry. Can you just explain shortly how you connected the OpenAI? I will do that, and I'll also tackle the quota. Insufficient quota detected. Okay, I'll tackle that. I have this error. Also the same thing. Okay, perfect. So then let's do that. When you type and you don't get anything, that means you don't have balance on your credit. So that needs to be done. You need to buy credits from OpenAI. Even like $2, $5 should be okay. Now, in order to do that, you need to go to Playground. You can also just ChatGPT and find those places, but let's find it together. Here, I believe billing or limits, either of those two places. There you go, balance. So I have $135 here. You need to click on add credit. So I'm gonna go and tell you one more time. Click on the settings page. Once you click on the settings page, then click on the billing page. Once you're inside the billing page, then you see this button that says add to credit balance. You need to buy some balance. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to do that, and then we'll come back.
No, I'm here. I don't know.
Use the YouTube, please. Use YouTube and then go back.
Link. YouTube.
Go to my YouTube, use the YouTube, and then go back and then see the steps. And also on the screen. Because if I talk, then the whole YouTube will listen. Could you find it? You can't find it? Okay, I'll repeat it one more time. Please pay attention here.
No, but
So-
it's not option here for billing. No option for billing. No option for.
Okay, we
Give
can.
me no option. No. They give me no option.
Sure, you can.
You see? Yeah, maybe here.
Is there a balance button? No idea. This is a totally different UI. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, at least we had in the room 2 people having this problem. So online, folks, if you have still this credit problem, please let me know so we can chat GPT and find it together. Stock after connecting API. If your API is connected, then the next steps is coming. The 11 labs part can be done like literally by going back to the YouTube channel. I don't understand what does CC mean. Please try to be descriptive here. Okay, so same thing as Christina is facing. The UI is different on that billing part as the one that I am having here. So that means we can tackle this problem now. Can I see your UI one more time, please?
I found it.
You found it? Where was it?
I found it was
Collapsed. It was in another URL. Organization, billing, overview.
now I see there's billing. Before I didn't see it. I see something like views or something like that.
Okay, so yeah, maybe you guys can also chat. How did you find it? You just clicked around or you chat GPT? Just clicked around. Okay, yeah, just keep poking. You'll find the billing thing. Okay. Okay. Then let's go to the next step. What you have done here is like literally you put together a chat bot that would go and talk to this entire chain of things together. Now we want to do way more than that. I want to turn this into an API. I want to make a workflow that can run by itself. And then next step would be I want to make a workflow that has Supabase access, that has access to information that's stored in a database as a vector, so that I do vector search. So there's a lot of content coming up next. So what I want to do now is I would like to refresh the whole page, and then ask, hi, my name is Emal, and see what magic happens. It greets you with your name, says, hello, it's nice to meet you. How can I assist you today? And then if you ask it again, you say, what is my name? It won't remember your name. The reason is because we don't have a memory yet. And the way you will put a memory is very simple. Now, I would like to start the step 1, 2, 3, or you said? You got the API key? Okay, can someone help there?
Do you want to come here?
No, on her laptop so that she can get an API key.
I have it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Your chat is running? If you say hi here, what happens?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So you're set. So now what do we do next is,
I also, just to say, I also tested with the Open Router for free API key, so you can choose free model. So if somebody doesn't have credit card or whatever.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's the Open Router node.
Oh, wow.
And you just add your API from Open Router and select DeepSeek free, and it works just the same.
Oh, there is one?
Yeah, just test it now.
Wow.
So it's completely free.
Great. Big thanks to the big guy showing us how to do free things. I don't have like, can you show it to us like this?
So, okay. So I'm just gonna disconnect this, and I'm going to connect to the Open Router.
No, that's too many steps. Remove it from the tab, like remove it from everywhere, like remove, and then show us step by step on how to do a free ChatGPT API call, but through DeepSeek, the Chinese company.
Okay, so just gonna click here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and then
search for Open Router.
don't click yet.
Sorry.
Go back.
Okay.
You're
so
too
just gonna go
fast.
back.
Delete it. Delete that one.
Okay.
Delete the, yeah, delete it. Delete, yeah. And then type here, open, just type open. Don't
Yeah.
move. Which item should we click? Show us with your
So
finger.
Here you can click Open Router Chat Model.
Okay, then we do that. Then
You're gonna click there, and then you're gonna select your.
open that drop down. Which drop down? The first drop down. What says?
It says credential to connect with,
Okay.
and then you're gonna choose your. I already added, but if you don't, you will click
Show us how to
Create
do that.
Credentials.
Show us how to do that.
Okay, then I would need to delete.
No,
my-
no. Yeah, you can create a new one. Go back there.
Okay.
If you're in
So
this
I
drop
can-
down, you
yeah,
click
so
on
I can
create new credentials.
Create new one, and then you will have the API key. So you're just gonna paste in your API key
From?
the Open Router, and you
And
can. I
you-
will show you now. So I'm
Nice.
just gonna
That
go
was my point. Yeah.
Open Router.
Can
So
someone check if
it's,
the voice quality is good?
openrouter.ai,
Yeah.
and you have API keys, and you can just click here.
And you
create-
don't need a credit card for Open
You
Router?
don't need credit card. You can just have a free account, completely free.
Okay.
So when you click here, you just give any name. You can
Okay.
just put test, whatever, and then you can leave this blank if you're going to select free ones, or you can just put like $5 just for the sake of having it, and click create, and it's going to create a key, and then you click here.
Yeah.
This will copy the key, and then you go back to the N8N,
Yeah.
and you will just paste that key here. I'm going to delete the key anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then you're gonna click save, and when it goes green, it means that the key is saved. So
And then you connect it like
Never-
that. And then after that?
yeah, you just connect, and then when you click on it, you double click. Here you will have by default it will be the paid one. So you're just gonna click here, and you can start writing deep, and you will see DeepSeek, and then you can find DeepSeek Chimera free or some other wherever there is this free written. That will be.
Can you type
completely-
free, dash free, just in the
or-
search?
Yeah, let's
type.
just try free. And so you.
There are so many free
yeah,
models.
Yeah, there are so many.
Wonderful,
free models.
wonderful. And then that is
yeah.
gonna work just the same way as
Yeah, exactly.
as the other chat model.
100%
Wonderful.
free, yeah.
That was so cool. I didn't know that. It's gonna be now a part of my teaching content. Okay, so just doing that one more time on a higher resolution so everyone can see that. It's something I also got to know and learn now. So you go to Open Router. The good thing is that I don't have any Open Router account, so I will show every single step by step. So we go to Open Router, and then we sign up for Open Router. And then once we sign up for Open Router, it will take us to wherever in the world. And then I agree to whatever they are saying. I don't know what they want, but I will agree. And then I will go to this menu. I'll go to keys. I'll create an API key. I'll use test. Nice. Since it's optional, I'll leave it blank. I'll click. There we go. I got the API key. I'll come back here. I'll create on credentials. I'll paste this thing here. Click on save. Oh, and that's so cool. This is working. Thank you for finding it. It was sitting somewhere in the corner of a list for free, like free credits. That's cool. I'm not sure how intelligent that would be and how it's gonna change the outcome of the work that you will do later on. But at least it's free and you can start it. So it might not be that intelligent. It might have problems in remembering names and telling you what is the thing, but that's just my anticipation. Let's see. So I have done that. Let's see the moment of truth. Oh no, it's the ChatGPT by default. So we need to go free. Do you have any free recommendations? You said you just started it, right?
Yeah, if you go for
So let's
DeepSeek,
DeepSeek.
Chimera, it's usually quite good. And
DeepSeek Chimera,
yeah,
this one.
yeah,
So it's like this.
exactly.
DeepSeek Chimera. So make sure that this is the model that you have on your list. And then you say hi. and it comes back with hi. Come on, it's a little slower. Yeah, cool. It works. Nice. This works. Now you can literally go for free and do N8 and workflows. Oh yeah, literally for free, because then N8 can run locally on your system, and you can use OpenRouter for free, and then you can literally run everything for free. Okay, that was done. That was done. What I want to do is play the simulation, like play this thing, greet it with your name. Say, hi, my name is Emal, and see what happens. It greets you with your name. But if you say, you see that? It says, hi, Emal, how can I help you today? If I say, what is my name? It's a Chinese company. I don't trust them. If it comes back to me and says that your name is Emal, I'm terrified. Okay, no, it didn't. So it says like, I don't have access to your personal information about you, including your name, unless you chose to share it with me directly. So it means indirectly they already got it. If you'd like to, whatever. So it doesn't have access to. That's spooky. Yeah. Check whatever. I don't know. Like they should not be able to. It's a new API key. It's somehow finding a way to find you. What was your question?
So I said, hi, my name is Alan, and then
That's spooky. It should not be, because it doesn't have any memory. But if it has a memory, then it means it's tracking you. So we need to put tracking in an AI agent. We need to put this feature that it can remember our name. If it can remember my name, later on it can remember Christina's name. Later on it can remember Div's name and everyone else's name that I meet in these random meetups. Okay, it was not saved. So the spooky thing that we saw from Chinese company was not that spooky. It was just a UI bug. Okay, so now let's go to fix this problem. We'll try to fix this problem, and I'll explain the whole concept around that on our whiteboarding session, and then we have 1 hour to our lunch break. I'm sorry, you guys are stuck with me in the room. Non-stop crazy things happening in Berlin. Okay, so we go. I will keep this open router thing. If we found some hallucinations, some problems, then I'll replace that with ChatGPT OpenAI. All right, so now I would like to add memory to this. Step number 1, click on memory. Step number 2, click on simple memory. Yeah. It's a part of the course content that I do. Yeah, simple memory. I will explain how simple memory works. Okay, Dookie. So we get simple memory, and then leave everything as it is. Just click outside or click on back canvas. And now try to do the same thing. Like say, hi, my name is Emal. It will greet you with your name. It will greet you with your name, hopefully. It's a slower model than ChatGPT, so I'm waiting longer. And I can imagine it's free. I don't know why they do it, perhaps for training something else or having this kind of like context generated. And then after that, I'll say, what is my name? And then this time, probably it will greet me back with my name if it's an intelligent. There we go. Your name is Emal. You share it with your first message. So you see, it's not like really intelligent model. It's kind of like adding those parentheses and kind of like giving me a way to kind of like doubt and change the model. Now I'm going to change the model back to ChatGPT. It's just my preference, but you can keep it with your free way. So what happened right now is a lot of things. like literally a lot of things under the hood. Like we literally touched two very, very important concepts. This thing that we talked about with earlier on 11 Labs, this ASR LLM TTS, that cycle. And now we touch something else. We chat with an AI agent, or at least an AI, an LLM, and it comes back to us. And in the programming world, it's a lot of work to be done. So let's do a little bit of a whiteboard session like this one. We asked inside NA10, we asked NA10 to talk to ChatGPT. Actually, it starts, the story starts somewhere else. It starts right here. In our browser, in our web browser, we ask something from NA10. We said hi. That message went to NA10. And then after that, that message went to ChatGPT. And then from there, it came back to NA10. And then from there, it came back to this one. So this entire loop that goes from browser to NA10 to ChatGPT and then coming back all the way, it takes a lot of time to build it. Like literally, you need to be in a coding school for let's say 6 months in order to build a scalable web application that can build a chat interface that can chat with NA10. It's that complicated. Now, how about I remove this and I create a little click even listener here, a click trigger that can initiate this. This is another piece of trigger. It's another type of a trigger that literally clicking this will initiate something in here. If I click it or execute it, it will initiate something. We don't have something written here. What that can be, it can be a system prompt. I can say like, what's the population of Germany? And if I execute that, without knowing why this is failing, oh, the model here doesn't have credentials set. Oh, I'm on localhost. I'm in a totally different place. I have to be in this one. So if I remove this and I add a click listener, the first one, and then I put a, what's the population of Germany? And then I run it. What is it saying? It says the model. Oh, simple memory. So we don't need simple memory for this right now. If I execute it, I get an output. Look at that. It says, it gives me an output in JSON. And there is an input here. So like with a click, I sent some information to ChatGPT and it came back. But one thing I would like you guys to learn is the way the UI of NA10 works. There are certain specific kinds of UI in NA10. And I will take them to the whiteboard. I'll just put this thing away so that it's easier. And then I will try to comment things on it and then take those comments to the Notion page. There's one type of thing in here where we see settings, these kind of settings. We see these kind of panels that you can expand and collapse from this button. And you see like literally this entire grid having these little workflows. And the workflows can be of different types. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then you can zoom in and zoom out from there. You can switch the modes here. But what you will see is a common pattern emerging. Imagine if this is your window. This is any window of N8N. It comes with two types of main settings. One is this type of a setting, and the other one is very, very similar to this, which is a setting that have like a window in the middle and a very similar window on the right side. Now, this is a type of a window that's used usually for triggers. This is a type of the window that's usually used for nodes. What's a node? We'll come to it in just a minute. And then this part is usually used for output. This part is usually used for settings. And this part is usually used for output. Now, if we take this whole idea and then we put something, we simplify something, that something, a node, goes into another node, or the old school input, process, output, that's absolutely digestible here in this workflow as well. So something is inputted, and it's processed, and then that something is going to be output. Why am I using something instead of an actual vocabulary? Because that something can be one of the 400 things. Okay? That's the whole concept. And each time an input of one node goes as the output of the next node, and so on, it cascades. And imagine it, or remember, it always, the execution goes from left to right. So the execution of N8N workflows goes from left to right. What do I mean by that? When we go on here, when I click this, or let's put back the chat. So when I chat, the moment I chat, I say hi, look what happens. The moment let me refresh so everything is clean. You don't see any those green check marks there. No, nothing. Everything is white. Keep an eye on this and then see how it moves on the right side like this. The moment I say hi, I press enter, the execution goes from left to right. This is a principle in N8N. You do it like that. It is done like that. Now, if I open this window, you can see that this window is so much similar to this trigger window. It has this little part, usually for settings. A trigger is set. A trigger can be done in a way that it is a setting. And then that trigger will do an output. Like literally this guy is sending an output. So this is sending an output to another node, whatever node that it is going to connect to. And that individual node will receive that data as an input and will send that next data as an output. Okay? And all of them are happening into something that's called JSON. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. And we have 50 minutes left. We will get into JSON before going to the lunch break. Let me see if there are questions coming. I'm using Excalibur. It's a European Prague-based company. It's called excalibur.com. All right, so we have the basics of this done. Like if I go here, I see JSON. If I go to this one, I see JSON in here. I see JSON in here. I see some settings in here. So this window is so much like this window. And I know that now the input is basically the output of the previous node. This output is going to turn, probably is going to turn as an input of the next node. But one thing you see here is JSON, JSON, JSON. And this is very, very important that as a flowgrammer, as an N8N expert, you need to know how to read and write JSON. So let's get to that in just a minute. We are starting our JSON journey. No questions so far, no extra steps so far, except the memory. Oh, indeed, I forgot to explain what happened to the memory thingy. So you guys added memory. You guys tried it. Let's do that. So what happens in this world is a lot of world of web development happening underneath the hood. Something that I've been doing for 17 years in a row. So let me first put this into the here so that you guys have something to look at later on. And then I will explain what happens into this one workflow. So if I always keep thinking that this is a browser and I keep pressing Command Tab. So if I take a screenshot of this, I'm going to give you guys some smiley face so you guys can remember me next time. Okay, so whenever you have like a workflow like this, that workflow have a similar pattern, and we already spoke about that pattern. And now what happened here with these little number of nodes was a world of web development involved, a world of web development. We already spoke about this chat going, where was it? Here. We're going to expand on this. We did an HTTP request here, and we got an HTTP response from there. What is HTTP request and response? It's a very simple concept. It's what is fueling the entire internet. You can see here HTTPS. The extra S is for the term secure. That means it's a secure connection. Now, behind the scenes, something else happened. N8N had a little, let me quickly do something here. I think this should do. Yeah. So there was a little database added the moment we added the memory here. The moment we added memory, under the hood, N8N said, well, on my N8N cloud, I'm going to add a little memory for this little work that I have. Now imagine this is your N8N infrastructure. It added a memory, and each time the request comes and it says that, what is my name? And it has the entire structure or the entire data saved in here in all those little, imagine if each of these rows, each of these lines are one row in the database. Now it already has that information in here, but it doesn't know your name. What knows your name is ChatGPT. But what is that session? That session could be Redis. Redis is a caching system, could be something else, could be Subabase, could be whatever. Under the hood, the simple memory, I think it's using the browser or something, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the term memory. The exact implementation, this simple memory, what under the hood this is using, is it going to the server? Is it accumulating things in the browser? Doesn't matter. You can also do other types of memories. Like you can add a Postgres chat memory. You can put a configuration of your Postgres, and then it goes and stores things in a database for you. But what matters is that with a few clicks, this flowgramming concept, or this concept of building sophisticated, scalable web applications with literally clicking, and also having the capability of building really complex things with code, brings you this off the shelf. So when I say, what is my name? This, what is my name, do not know this. Like, this doesn't happen in the memory part. It finds your session and says, this is your session. It pulls it out of the database, it bundles it, and then it sends it to ChatGPT. And then in this piece of work, which is a JSON, again, JSON, so JSON is important. We're getting to learn how to read and write JSON. But JSON is important. It is a piece of JSON. That little line is a piece of JSON. It goes to ChatGPT with the entire chat history. Like literally here we said, hey, stay focused with those 5 last chat messages. And same thing happens here. Last chat messages goes there, and then it comes here. It says like your name is, and then it knows your name. And then it says your name is Emma. Because it had it in the memory, it pulled it all, went here, came here, and then it finally came to the browser. So that is the power of flowgramming. You literally digested, put together one API call here, a response in here, all of them happening with a lot of back and forth API calls, and yet scalable, all underneath this one little piece of URL on either on N8N Cloud or on your own self-hosted cloud. It all came with no extra efforts done. So it's that powerful. And I love N8N. And that is the basics of N8N. We're going to do basics of JSON. Okay. I will see the questions. What software are you using? That's called Demo Pro. Demo Pro. This allows me to do these arrows. And this thing is my own software. Like this, something that I'm writing everywhere is my own software. And in one branch, I have also these arrows done, but I'm too lazy to finish that, or too busy to finish that. Alrighty, we're going. There is a very good momentum right now. I hope we'll continue doing this before the lunch break. Alrighty, so now it's the time to do some more knowledge work, and then I'll put you guys to do some actual writing of JSON. So JSON is JavaScript Object Notation. It stands for JavaScript Object Notation. That's the short for JSON. Why are we going to do JSON a lot? Because everywhere we go in N8N, you will see JSON. Here. You will see JSON everywhere. And if you cannot read it, you can change it to table format like this, but it's not sophisticated. If you still want to see that hierarchical way, you can change it to schema mode. You can still see this. But if you start learning the details of JSON, I believe you will be way much faster in finding what's the problem in your N8N workflows than if you don't know it. Okay, so let's go in and learn that JSON thingy in just a minute. Okay, so a JSON can be a type of different things. It can be an object. This is the object. This is basically the starting of the one possible way. Another possible way, it can be an array. An object this is called basically an object. I will just. We will come to the object. What does it mean in just a minute? And that's an array. And then another thing that can happen is it can be a string. These are small little things that you need to understand and know the name of, and then we'll go to it. I think it's enough. Like literally these three things, these three little pieces should take you to a long way. There should be enough. So if I put a simple JSON object in here, there are certain rules in it. Like there is a key and there is a value. It's a way to represent data, okay? JSONs are there for you to represent data. The very first or the very simple rule is that it opens and closes, an object opens and closes with the curly braces. Don't ask me why not parentheses. It was how it was designed before. And then it has another rule that you need to put these quotation marks around the key and around the value. And there has to be a colon in between. This is how it has to be, no questions asked. And the key value pairs can be nested. So if I have this, I have to put a comma at the end of this, and then put another key, and then another value, and then so on and so forth. So that comma is another important piece of this entire puzzle. So one more time, a curly bracket, open, a curly bracket, close, that indicates that this thing is an object. So when we know if something is an object, we know because it has a curly brackets and it has a key value pair. Let's see. JSON. Oh, this is an object, look. This is an object, look. It starts from here, it goes all the way here. And then it has a key. Let's pick an easy example. This is an object. It starts from here, it goes all the way to here. It has a key that the key is called completion tokens. Another key is key 1 is called completion tokens. Key 2 is called prom tokens. Key 3 is called total tokens, and the values are here. Okay? And you can see that that rule is also followed. They are separated by commas. Same concept here. Okay? Now, since we are good with this, let's move it to Notion. And then go and see how can we put more than one object. How can I put a simple array of objects? You can do that by this. You can put it like this, curly brackets, and then you put one object, the same object that we spoke about earlier. The first key could be name. The name could be, you spelled with C, right? Christina. The name could be Christina, comma, the LinkedIn profile could be, I'm just making a LinkedIn profile, HTTPS. Something like this. Now that's one person's information, and I need to also Christian. So I want to save some information, like we met at AI Builders where we vibe coded this pad and ball game, and we played it on the TV with our bodies, like moving our bodies. So now I saved some information there. That whole text that went inside that little thing. This is why JSON is there. It saves information for you. And that's why we need it. So now it has one property, two property, three properties, or three keys: name, LinkedIn profile, notes. And it has a colon in between. It has one colon always in between the two things. You can see that. And then it has a string around them, like these quotation marks around the value. And then it's one object, right? And I stored one person's information. What if I want to store one more person's information? I can do that. I can just literally take this entire object, put that comma where it belongs. You can see that this comma belongs here, right? I put that comma there, and then I change it to dev. And then let's say this is dev's Neal Dev is his name, but he goes with short with Dev. I met Dev in a masterclass where we used Claude Code, and he is one of my first YouTube subscribers. So I took some notes, and then I represent that note like this in here. And this is important. The last piece of information should not have a comma. This is a rule. You must not put a comma at the end of your object. So now what I did, I created an array of objects. One object goes in this box. The second object goes in this box. All of them have the same properties. All of these objects have the same properties, but they do not have to have the same properties. They can have different properties. In the other one, I can have like, I don't know, number of meetings I met and so on. So these are user defined. So this is an array of object. This is a sample JSON. This is how it looks. Now, how you would want to practice your JSON writing skills and your JSON reading skills. Go on the internet, search for JSON validator. Online, you'll find like 1,000 different websites. Pick the first one, paste what you have created, and click on this button, validate JSON, and you should be seeing this JSON is valid. I had a comma here last time, if you remember. I had a comma, I removed it, and I said like this is an invalid JSON if you put that. Let's see if that's true. If I click it, you see it says invalid JSON. So with this thing, you can practice your JSON writing skills. Okay? Now, what I would like to do is leave you guys for 15 minutes to practice your JSON writing skills. Try to do that, but right after, let me put this website as well, JSON validator. So you guys can use this website to validate the JSON right after, how many minutes did I say? 5 minutes? 15? No, let's do it for 10 minutes. Because we have 30 minutes to lunch break. And once you're back, then I have more to say about JSON. There's one more thing on how to nest it. The nesting part is important. I need to show you how to put things together the way it is usually done. Like here, you can see the part that it is like one JSON inside another JSON inside another JSON, one JSON inside another array, and so on. So you guys can go and practice JSON. Meanwhile, in 10 minutes, and then we'll see each other. Please, guys, make sure that when I'm out of the room, the microphone is being streamed and this camera is being streamed. So we're not touching anything. I'll take a small bio break. I don't have any microphones with me, so I don't want to. Then we have 5 minutes left. Okay, now if anyone has any question who could already do or have an error, they can share so we can see it. So we have 1 minute left. I think this was way too much time for a lot of people. So there's a good question coming from Amir, who is the provider of the memory? A simple memory, it sits on NA10, so NA10 is the provider of the memory. And then this session is not on Supabase, it's on simple memory. I don't know exactly internally how do they do sessions in Supabase, but yeah. It's not, so simple memory is not in the browser. Now I remember I said it in browser earlier, but it's not in the browser. Why? Because you'll see it in just a minute. Like we will do something with Postman and then you'll see it's not in the browser because from the browser I can send things out and then it works. Okay, so we're streaming for 3 hours, 30 minutes. In 4 hours, there's a bug in Riverside, it stops, so we'll stop streaming right after that. Like exactly at the border of 4, regardless of how we evolve with our next piece of course. We have another 20 minutes, let's say, left to touch that 4-hour border. We'll cut it a little bit earlier so that the video goes in one go in one chunk. And it has been also recording the whole time with QuickTime. That means like much higher resolution will be coming soon. All right, so you saw the normal way of doing it. Now, how does it work? Let me put the TV back in place. So okay, this was completed. 20 seconds. Thank you so much. In cloud, I'm going to add. What's wrong with the TV now? There we go. All right, so we are going to now do the next step, which is nesting JSON. If you nest JSON, then you can, okay. If you nest JSON, let's actually see how big was that screen recording. Look at that, crazy. 54 GB. It's really high resolution, like 4K resolution. All right, so now we're gonna nest JSON. What does nesting JSON means? It means like if you open any of these little nodes, you will find yourself. Oh yeah. How did that happen? This is what happens after 3 hours. The session gets a little bit bad. It could be ARC not sending signals, but whatever it is. Something breaks after 3 hours. Oh no, sorry, screen. Okay, well, also close the door so that we have less noise coming from outside. All right, so now we have pretty much a setup, or we at least had a little first steps towards understanding how to write and read JSON. Now let's go and see the nesting JSON, because it's important. We always have it in this input and output worlds of NA10, and it makes sense that we as vibe coders should know JSON a little bit. So what I will do now is I will go and show you one of these outputs here. You'll see here that it has nesting. Like these things can go inside each other. How does it work? Let's work on it on a simple example. This example that we had here. In order for you to make it easier to see, I'm going to put these dot dot dots so that you imagine like there is some more string coming here, so that we have some more space to talk about how to nest things. So what if I want to capture about the favorite things about them, like let's say favorite sports. Okay. Now I want to capture Christina's favorite sports. What's your favorite sport?
Sport?
Yeah, sport.
Um,
Boxing?
yeah.
Running? So let's say it's running. I'm going to give you a favorite sport. Running, boxing, I don't know what else. Boxing it is then. So now I captured Christina's favorite sports, and let's give Div a few favorite sports. And he gets like, I don't know, he's from India, so it's going to be cricket. How do you spell cricket? C-R-I-C-K-E-T, right? Cricket, I don't know, jogging and whatever. So now this is one way to do it, but the problem with this is that you cannot run nodes on these individual items that you have captured here. You may want to do something with your workflow that captures these little pieces of information separately. That's when you can nest things. So if you remember this key value pair, this value does not need to be here as a string. The value can be also this key 3 can also be an array, or let's say it can be an array of strings, or it can be an array of objects. Let's say, I'm just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to keep empty objects, but I will explain it in just a minute. And this can also be an object that has another key. So key value. This is how it can be nested. So the nesting can go like this. It can be an array of strings, it can be an array of objects, or it can be an object that has another key and another value. And since we said, well, they can also be like this, key number 6. It can be an object that has a key, but the value of this can be another object. Just the same way as the value of this key 5 is an object, it can be also inside an object, another object. And then if I take it down the rabbit hole, it can go forever. Like it can just keep going forever. Like the number of nesting in here can go forever. I'm just going to keep it an empty object for now to make sure that it's kind of like visible in one screen. But since we have 12 minutes, I would like to close this round before it gets too complicated. And I would like to explain it on actual data. So here, this is one solution that I can have. Another solution that I can have is, before I forget, let me keep updating this place for you guys. So this is one solution, bad one. And then we have a better solution that is the favorites should go in its own array of objects. Sorry, in its own array of strings. You just put those square brackets around that, then it's easier to go. And then you can build a workflow that can loop around this, and then you can do something about each favorite sport that they have. And then you put that like this. That's a better. In order to make it easy, bad one, I'll just keep pushing this here. Another solution. And then I'll just keep developing this further down the road while explaining so that you guys can get an idea. And always go back to that website, JSON Validator, and kind of like try to validate this and see if this is gonna, I'm learning it or not. It's nothing you will need it. It's like mathematics at home in the school. You don't need mathematics to do a lot of things, but it's the basis of everything. So it's important that you need to learn this. Now I have the array of, this is wrong. It has to have this closing things in both sides here. Something like this, so that it can iterate through that. Something like that. Now, what I want to do is I want to capture more information about these individuals, about their favorite sports. Like, what is their favorite sport and when was the last time they played it? My favorite sport is Kung Fu, but I played Kung Fu or I was practicing Kung Fu 20 years ago. And I was really good at it. Really, 3 years in a row, like really. I found a YouTube video of myself. Huh? Tua. Kung Fu Tua. So now I want to capture more information about this. What I can do is that instead of string, instead of like literally getting a string, I want to get an object from that. So it's easy to put it like this in a tab-oriented format. So I will just kind of like create a kind of a nest here so that we can follow. So not just capture string running, I'll say what is the sport name that she's playing? She's playing running. And when is she let's say active, that's it, active, yes. So she's actively running. And this can be also nested, right? I can do the same thing for boxing. I can do this because it's an array, you see? Because it's an array of objects, this entire thing is an object. I can literally put a comma here, and then I can capture another sport that she's done. And this sport could be boxing. Maybe you were an ex-boxer, right? You did boxing 20 years ago, and now you don't do boxing. So now I'm capturing data about my prospects in a very intelligent way, in a very detailed manner. And AI can do that. AI can go and structure this data based on a conversation that I have, based on content that's coming to the microphone. And I can do the same thing for dev and so on and so forth. So I'm just gonna quickly take the entire favorite sports, replace it here. It was, I think, cricket, right? Cricket and jogging. So this is how we can do nesting. It's an advanced thing. I don't expect you to understand it right away from the get-go. It's something that, I don't know, I have been writing JavaScript for 17 years, so don't see me as someone that you should become in the next 2 weeks. But at least if you can read a little bit about it, like literally if you go here next time, after this torture that I did with you guys, sorry. If you go here next time, you're gonna say that, holy moly, I can understand things now. It's an array that it has an object. Let me see what happens if I collapse it. Oh, okay, this object has 2 items. Let me see what are those 2 items. I collapse this, I collapse this. I see that, oh, this object has 2 keys. Each key has a name of response and tokens, and the value of this object is not a string, it's another object. That's also possible because Uncle Emil taught us that. So it was like this. The object can be object, right? The key value can be also an object. So that's the case. The key is an object. Let's open that. Oh, I see. There is this object as one key called generations. The values of that is an array. Oh yeah, definitely. These could be arrays. And then I open the array. I see, oh, the array has an array. That's a nested array. It can go that deep, okay? And then there is another object. This object has 2 keys. One key is this is string, and the other key is this thing. And this key is also an object. The object has the key called finish reason and the value called stop. And that's how you start, your brain starts understanding this thing on the left side and this thing on the right side, that you see it most often in your business. With that, I would like to update the latest basics of JSON. It's done. After the break, we're going to try some Postman. We're going to install a software called Postman, and we're going to do some really cool stuff with Postman, and we're going to turn that little workflow that we started earlier, this little workflow, we will turn it into an API. We'll turn it into a so-called application programming interface. I'll explain what's API, and we'll send the request from Postman, and we'll make the entire workflow. We're getting a step closer to taking this entire thing that's happening inside N8N and then sending it to our 11 Labs AI agent and then back. And then we'll kind of create a communication line back and forth between 11 Labs and N8N. So with that, let me get to not seeing the screen again. Yeah, this is, this was the message. No, this was the message from before. And it would be super awesome if you offer a similar event, but for developers with much faster pace. Hey, actually, whoever wrote that, that's exactly what was coming in my mind. Like I was saying, like the space of this is not so fast. What if I do the same thing for developers? That's a very good comment. Whoever wrote it, I love that person. I will do this for developers, like literally the same thing with a very fast pace for developers. I will do the next one for developers. But I have a motto, like I want to help the rest of us. Developers will find their way out. They will watch a YouTube tutorial. They will use ChatGPT. But I don't hate them, so therefore I'll do a session for developers. But I want to help everyone else, like those who do not know how to use those 10-minute long videos that are like 3 times edited, and I'm doing 10 hours long video with unedited. I want to give you guys the raw version so that you learn it that normal way. So therefore, with that idea in mind. So let's see if anyone else wants to say anything else from here. Can you get recordings of this live stream? Yeah, the recording is available automatically in the live tab. Do we always use simple memory? No, we'll change it. Hey, Mel. Hey, Thomas. Hey, Thomas. Good to see you. Yesterday we met. Let me take you guys to Thomas and also show you how to find this recording. You can find the recording from here from live. Like yesterday, I was live here, literally 15 hours ago. One of my cohort members, well, what's a cohort? I should be explaining that. I have 2 minutes. No, I will explain what's a cohort. There's a paid community I started building, not school, but kind of like literally in person. I'll show that after the break. And Thomas is this amazing person I met yesterday. Yeah, he's a smart. No, that was Daniel. I'm not able to find Thomas right now. He's from the US. I think he lives in Germany multiple years. I can't find him. We had a sofa talk and he showed me something, a tournament thing happening. Anyways, so this is the recording from yesterday, literally yesterday in the room upstairs. Anyways, no more questions. Then we will take a break for about, we decide what should be the time for the break. You tell me. 30 minutes so that we can leave home earlier? Okay, let's make it 45 minutes. So that the walking distance and everything can be okay for you guys at least. And also everyone else was sitting behind the screen for a long time. So 45 minutes it is. We'll see each other in 45 minutes. I'm gonna turn off this this particular live stream. You guys can put the timer. So at 1:30, I will go live again. At 1:30 CET, I will go live again.
How about leaving 45 minutes time?
Yeah. No, we don't need the 45 timer. I will turn off my computer. But in 45 minutes, at exactly 1:30 CAT, we will go live again. So literally 1:30 p.m. CST, or aka Berlin time. We go live again. So this is important that you guys know that this is happening. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Take some pictures. Nobody took any picture, despite the fact I said take some pictures. Okay, then let me give some vibes to the screen and then take the picture of the screen. Wait a minute. Let's the guys and the girl in the room, maybe let's take a group picture and then we will put that in the screen from this way so that the screen can be here. Everyone come here and behind me, like this way. The screen can go there and then we can do a selfie like this. Ew. How? Here. Here, fit in this frame. Then. Oh, we don't need to do a selfie. It's high resolution. We can take a picture from there. Then. There you go. Wait. Faisal. Faisal is my cousin. Oh wow. I didn't know that feature. That's not VibeKit. That's Google. What is that?
And there is this as well.
This is Mac OS?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's same on iPhone. Yeah.
It's same on iPhone? So, I will give the microphone to everyone. Do an introduction of yourself. What you do, what's your passion? Stay here, stay here, stay here. Everyone gets the microphone so that we have like a little bit more human touch to this video stream.
Hi, I'm Alan. I work with SAP. I'm working on automation basically and cybersecurity privately. I've been doing Thai boxing for many, many years.
Wow.
And yeah, I haven't done it for a while, but I had my club for over 10 years. I'm also international referee and the coach and etc.
Wow, I didn't know that about you, Alan.
And yeah, and I'm a huge fan of AI. I've been following this for a couple of decades. Ray Kurzweil and guys before this became mainstream in the last couple of years. Yeah.
Thai
And
boxing. I did kickboxing a little bit. Yeah, very similar.
It's similar.
Yeah. We should talk about that over lunch, man.
We can do sparring.
Yeah. Cool. Who's next?
Okay. Hello, my name is Faisal. Here or this side?
You can see yourself here,
Oh,
right?
cool. Hello, my name is Faisal. I come from Afghanistan. and like my passion is AI. I like since 2 years I just like finding ideas. I just try a lot of ideas. I'm kind of entrepreneur, and yeah, now I'm here to like learn AI agents and also vibe coding.
And Faisal is building an AI agent with an AI with a Telegram integration that helps you find an apartment in Berlin faster. Can you tell
Yeah.
us more about that?
Yeah, of course. Like actually,
Look
I
at
just
the camera there.
cool. I just built an AI, not an AI. Like I just built an kind of agent that help you to find apartment or room fast in Berlin. Unfortunately, I just talked with a lot of students, and they just say that we don't want to pay for this.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
very
thing.
hard to make money. from
Yeah,
that.
like
Yeah,
so I just like leave it. So
Yeah.
find a way.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Hiram. I come from India. I'm new to Berlin, just month and a half. Right now, I just jumped into the vibe coding and the AI agents and all that things. So I am here to learn and
Cool.
be part of it.
Yeah, welcome to Berlin. Welcome
Yeah,
to
thank you,
Germany.
Ahmed.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Cristina. I'm coming from Spain, living in Berlin since 7 years. I'm teacher, and now I'm learning about coding, AI agents. That's all.
Wonderful. And you're a kindergarten teacher.
Yeah.
That's so lovely.
Yeah.
I have
So
two
I have
kids.
another background.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for that, because Germany is lacking a lot of kindergarten teachers, and I have a high respect for you and your occupation. And I
you.
believe that Germany needs also a lot of more kids, so we need more teachers. I hope you're not leaving your job. That's okay if you're leaving.
I quit my job.
Ah,
Of course.
No, we don't do edits. We don't do edits. I don't want to say anything. Yeah, we need. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have right now. My son graduated. My son Ash graduated from kindergarten yesterday. Yesterday was his last day,
Mhm.
and
Sweet.
it's the kindergarten is having trouble because of lack of teachers. But anyways, that's a problem in this side of the world. We didn't have it in Afghanistan. There were more teachers and more kids and more of everything, but not money.
Yeah, in
So,
Spain, one teacher worked with 25 children alone.
one teacher with 25 children. Oh yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
Spain.
Then let's have
Here we
that
one-
discussion
one
over the lunch.
teacher
Yeah.
For 18 children.
Ooh.
So I don't know. It's not fair in teaching, but it's fair the system.
It's the system, yeah. The supply demand, it always
Not
goes
a
in
lack
that
of
direction.
teacher,
Yeah.
of